Hello and welcome, all you wonderful 2B Dicers. I'm your man with the plan, Daddy Tarzan with the cat. I'm making rhymes.
Ren.
Welcome to another episode of Star Wars, the role playing game, Edge of the Empire, the Jewel of Yavin, episode 1. Today's chapter is chapter 8, The Labor. Joined with me is my wonderful cast, all members of the 2B Dice Adventures crew. Let's go ahead and start off with the old pilot over here, Mr. Chav himself.
Hello, my name is Chav. Nope, that's wrong. My name is Matt. I'm playing Chav. You can find me on the internet as War-Torn Knight. It's been a day. Give me some slack. Chav is a Nothawin pilot that is the captain, sort of, if you ask him, owner, and main person for the Nothawin Chimera, the fabulous freighter ship that Core Atlas makes their way throughout the galaxy on. Back to you, Tarzan.
But to me, well, then I'm just gonna set it on back over
Deal
to
with it.
old Toma over there to make their introduction. Wow.
Me? Okay. Hello. My name is Taylor, also known as Nerdy Pinup Girl on most social media platforms, mainly active on TikTok and Instagram. If you like cosplay, smashable monsters, and any sort of special effects makeup, feel free to give me a follow. Today I am going to be, ow, I just hit myself in the face. Today I'm going to be playing the amazing and wonderful, little bit terrifying Talma Vilrod. She is a Deveronian assassin.
And on all the way down there, let's go ahead and go with Rawl there, buddy.
Me? Oh, me. Okay. Hi, hello. I'm Oz, also the son of a ghost. I can't even say my name right. Son of a ghost on TikTok, most social media. And I play Raw, a marauder who just loves a lot of explosions. Okay, just a good fireball is just so good. All right.
Yeah, everybody's riding the struggle bus on their introductions today. I see. I love it. And then
It's
finally,
been a day.
It's been a day.
To round us off, let's go ahead and finish with old Ren down there.
Hi, I'm Ren, known on the internet as Mask Ren on TikTok. I sometimes cosplay, not terribly often right now, but today I'm playing Ego, a Twi'lek smuggler scoundrel. Here for a good time, possibly not a long time, but we'll see how it goes.
You did it. You're 1 out of 4. You did it.
We got it.
We got it. We're still expecting Victor here shortly. He's running a little behind, but we wanted to get the show rolling since we were running a little bit behind on time. Ego is new to the campaign, so give them a warm welcome. Again, this story follows the Core Atlas crew, group of adventurers that were tasked by the ISB to act as an extension of the Shadow Organization to further manipulate events that are taking place behind the scenes to hopefully remove the Emperor from the seat of the Empire as a means of reestablishing their own governance.
Just a little treason, nothing too
Little
big.
treason, but you know what the benefits of being a shadow organization is you technically don't exist, so you can get away with murder.
Take that.
With that said, our story begins in a place far, far away. Roll that scene. Yeah, buddy.
Smash.
All right. Like the story said, in a galaxy far, far away, our adventurers have found themselves on the planet known as Bespin in the city in the clouds, currently tasked with infiltrating an auction and manipulating the bidders into inflating the prize item at the auction, the Karuska gem known as the Jewel of Yavin, an illegal it's illegal contraband that was some suspected was made illegal due to the fact that there are rumors surrounding its possible conversion into a lightsaber crystal. That being said, the Core Atlas crew managed to make contact with several members of this auction and helped influence some behaviors, hopefully to drive this bid up even higher to, um, make their pockets heavier once the job comes around the corner. As of where we last left off, we left off with Oho and Shav had just gotten done making contact with the target known as Eliza, who revealed to Oho was a Jedi in disguise, seeking out the Karuska gem in an attempt to acquire a new power source for her lightsaber that was damaged and is an unreliable source of protection, so she has to find a way to repair it, i.e., the Karuska gem. Oho attempts to influence or to recruit her aid in a sense. Whether or not that attempt was successful is remained to be seen. But he asks if there's a way that they could remain in contact. She said no, as it would draw too much attention to her, as she's trying to maintain this facade of a batty old kook who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing and has no business being at an auction. But she did point to the surveillance tag that Oho had managed to get into her. What was it? The abductee shuttle that she was tossed into, and indicated that if she wanted to make contact with him again, she would activate that said tag. This is where we'll pick up. While this is all going down, Rawl and Dove had began making their way towards the shuttle bay, where the cloud car that you were sponsored by, given via your sponsor, Arden Shen, there we go. Arden Shen, left my book behind me. The shuttle the cloud car that was given to you by Arden Shen, who will offers to sponsor you in the race. On your way there, Dove receives a notification via her her communicator that there has been a interruption to the program download of her HK Droid's personality downloader. This is where she will break off, and she'll inform you that she'll meet back up with you as soon as possible, but you're gonna have to check out the car on your own and make maintenance checks on your own. Rawl, so you are currently headed for the docks now. So I had to get a little moisture in the old windpipes. All right, we are currently. Let's go back to the map real quick and see where you're at exactly. All right, you were on the 50th floor for your apartment, and the racetrack, industrial spaceport, no, Negri's processing vein, that's nope. I think it's going to be on the top level. Ghost Tower, that's important, not it. 4. Housekeep tours. There we go. Okay. Yep. It's in the Plaza District. So you, Oho, and Shav all made your way up to the surface level, but you guys parted ways as. Wait, no, never mind. Shav and Oho went down to the Market District. That's right. So they went down. You guys went up. You guys are currently, or you are currently on your way. You're about to reach the course where the cars are currently being held. Is there any intention, anything that you wanted to take care of before reaching this track or service bay? I should say.
No, I think I'm just gonna head there.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way to the service bays where the cars are being held. Security doors slide out of the way with a barely audible hiss, and you find yourself staring into a snug vehicle berth. There are a variety of tools and maintenance equipment strewn about. A Storm 4 cloud car and the familiar two-cockpit formation. The airspeeder is painted the same reddish hue as all those utilized by the city's wing guards and could easily pass for the real thing. There you'll notice that your parts have been delivered. They're currently encased in the delivery boxes that they were transported in, as well as a flight suits. I believe you had shipped there. Is that correct, Shav?
Technically, mechanic's utility suit, one G suit, and what are they called? Mechanical Dianogas.
Oh yes. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, those had just gotten ordered around this time.
Right. True.
Taking place.
Time is a weird suit.
At the same time. Right.
Good suit.
So,
good suit.
But the parts that you had ordered the day prior are there. So, what's the first order of business for you?
Are they just out in the open, or is someone in there? Like,
no, this is a private. This is a private vehicle berth that you're in.
Okay.
I should have mentioned that you approaching the official track. There would have been security escort that would have approached you, asked you what your business was, and you would have explained to them that you're part of the racing crew, sponsored by our Orange Shen. They would have directed you directly to this cloud car. So on your way in, you would have seen multiple berth doors, but this one is the only one that you have access to.
Okay.
So that's your current situation. So yeah, it's just a basic wing guard Storm 4 cloud car. Its maximum altitude is 100 kilometers. It has a seat for one pilot and one gunner. Wing guard vehicles are slightly more. Okay. Yep. Okay. So what's the first step that we're taking? We're just gonna go straight to work on the parts.
Rawl's gonna enter, look around, make sure he's actually alone.
Yes. So you'll walk around the car, getting a quick look around. You'll notice that there's security cameras all around the car, or all around the berth, to make sure that people aren't, breaking in and stealing parts off of official race vehicles.
Right.
So it's an added security feature. There are access doors at the back of the berth to where you can access the other shuttle bays should you have the security clearance to do so. Or not security bays, but vehicle berths. But as you approach that door, it you hear an audible beep, and there's a red flash indicator on the door panel, letting you know you don't have clearance to pass through the door.
Okay. Was I told if I had to leave the car here until the race, or could I take the vehicle out and then take it back to our dock to work on?
Oh, you want to go back to the landing pad?
Yeah.
Oh, well, all the parts for your vehicle are here in this berth, and you don't have a means of transporting those parts.
There's no like little cargo hold to hold any of the parts.
Not
too
for-
big. Okay.
Yeah, because you got a repulsor lift enhancement, which I believe, is that right? A couple augmented buffers.
Oh, let me tell you, you have enhanced repulsor lifts, and you also have a high output ion turbine.
That's right. So yeah, you got a massive engine sitting in the bay right now.
Okay. And
That's what she said.
There are no loader droids out front that I could load the stuff into, take it back to the dock.
I mean, there's droids that can assist you with the maintenance, like hoisting up the engine and getting it into the engine block. But
Right,
but
there's no means to take this
transport
back
it
to...
with your cloud car. No. I would say actually prior to you reaching the course, Arend would have contacted you, and he would have emphasized on the importance of keeping this car in the berth until the racetrack.
That's probably the safest option.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
So yeah, he's like he strongly recommends that you do not take this car out anywhere prior to the race.
Not even for like a test drive.
He very adamant. He's very adamant about not taking this car out.
But how do I make sure that he didn't give us a fucked up cloud car?
Well, that's what I'm about to do right now, actually. He's going to look over all the parts, and then do a quick check throughout all of the cloud car to make sure that everything is where it needs to be, nothing's missing.
All right, Chav, you mind doing the old present thing for me?
I forgot I had a job. Sorry. We are doing
forgot
roll
to tell
things,
you.
right?
Yes, sir. About to roll our first roll of the day. Speaking of which, we gotta get our destiny dies out as well.
Yep,
Um,
do.
Point.
Let's go ahead and get you out of the way.
Oh snap! Oh! Interesting.
Like the new layout?
I dig it. Smash.
All right. Ego, there you are. Look at that. Okay. So we're gonna roll our destiny dice for the day. So what that means is we're gonna roll a force die. It's the white 12-sided die. Each player present at the moment will roll one of those, and that will determine how much luck is on either the dark or the light side of the force for the players.
And it will go
So
like
we're just rolling one each.
Yes, just one.
I stay rolling exactly one dark side point every session.
Damn.
Ooh,
Welcome,
two light side.
Victor. Victor, while we're
Victor.
getting situated for the light and dark side tokens, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure, I am the light. You're welcome.
I
And
need you
see.
to roll a light side token. That'd be
That's-
great.
That's it. That's all I got.
Wait, how bad are we doing?
Salma got
Oh,
two
oh,
light
Tam-
points, but I think
I was about to
everyone
say,
else
Tam is
got a
there.
dark side point.
Yeah.
And then we're just waiting
Not
on old
looking the funnest.
Wow!
Soho.
I rolled a dark side
Okay.
too.
Cool.
So we got
Cool.
3, 4 dark side, and 2 light. That's not too bad.
It's pretty bad.
Like the
It'll buff out.
like the wise Master Yoda once said, "Buff out, it will."
Is that how he said it?
Pretty sure that's how I
Straight
said
to
it.
jail,
That's canon.
Victor.
That's
It's-
canon.
I mean, let me check my notes. My notes of watching these movies religiously my entire life. I don't think he said that.
Pretty sure that's what he said.
All right. So Raul, you said you're doing a quick maintenance check over of this vehicle, correct?
Yes, making sure there's no bugs, no viruses in the programming.
Let's do
No tampering.
no tampering.
No tampering there is.
Let's do an average mechanics check. Or actually, sorry, that's for the what's it called?
For putting it all together.
Enhancements. Where is? PCs may seek to upgrade their cloud car prior to the race. Okay, cool. Yep. Core rulebook 269 to 271. Hey, guess what? I get this lovely book from
Oh,
Ren. Ren, our new participant in the campaign. A quick shout out to them. Thank you so much for this. This is awesome. Couldn't be more happier about having a book in my hands now. 269, 71. All right.
Nice.
So, maintenance checks. To install new parts into a vehicle, we are going to need to do. That's okay. Not intended to be comprehended. Attachments, there we go. Hydraulics. Ooh, we got more parts that we can add in. Okay. Size that can mount it, blah, 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 blah. How much time does it take to fit each piece of gear to a vehicle?
About 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Trust me,
I
I
don't
am
know.
his mechanic.
an engine block? I don't know about that one.
It's the future.
You
Sure.
do got
Flash
droids at
a
your
long time ago.
I love
Sure.
how that's like a good chunk of plot armor. It's the future.
Future.
Yeah, I could just levitate that engine block in there. That'd be fine. Turbine
Oh,
will
that's
spin
custom.
itself.
Well, let's do an average mechanics check to see if there's been any tampering to the vehicle.
Okay. Do that.
I got the.
Is Dove with him?
No, she had to run back to the landing pad because she got a notification on her holo communicator that the
Fair.
personality downloader program was interrupted, and she's going back to check on that and make sure everything's okay.
But it's okay because I'm proficient.
Yeah, my
in
dude-
mechanics.
My dude did good.
Yeah, you did. You succeed with 1 threat. Okay. Okay. All right.
So
You do a quick.
You check out the engine. Everything's fine, but then the engine holds you up at gunpoint.
Star Wars.
I'm quitting right there.
All right. So you do a sweep over the vehicle. The interior of the cloud car seems fine. There's no significant tamperings. You go into the engine itself. This takes over the course of an hour or so, and you find you get deep into the engine block, and you notice that there's a piece of equipment that's disconnected. But it's not a part that seems vital to the engine itself. You inspect this part.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You get you get a closer look. It doesn't seem to function anything similar to what a vehicle uh to how a engine functions. This seems more of a technical piece of equipment as opposed to a mechanical. So, how proficient are you with computers?
Not very.
You have any ranks in computers at all?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
I do not.
okay. It's an oddity to you. You're not familiar. You know engines. You can handle engines no problem, but tech, computer tech, not your thing. So this kind of draws a blank for you. You don't know exactly what this is, but you know it does not contribute to the vehicle.
I like wrenches and grenades. I don't know what the fuck computers are.
Right. So it, yeah. What do you do with it? You hold on to it for now? Do you?
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. Is there a spot in there that looks like it could go? You said it was disconnected.
It was mounted to a side a bracket that was on connect to a mounting bracket. Doesn't, but again, it doesn't attach to anything specific. Or there's like a you know where you can plug a diagnostics computer
Yeah.
into an engine. That's the same port. It looks like.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, he's gonna hang on to it for now.
okay.
Stow in his pack.
Or-
And then he's gonna get to work. If that's the last of the of looking it over. he's gonna get
Yeah,
to
you did a thorough
work.
search. It took you about an hour, just over an hour to get a good clean sweep of this vehicle. Make sure there's no like serious tamperings with. Aside from that piece of tech, you don't notice anything of significance. Of significance done to this vehicle. You just find that piece of equipment odd, essentially.
Okay, I'll make note of that spot where it's supposed to go, supposedly, so I can get to it quickly. But yeah, start putting parts in.
Okay. We have the ion engines. That's going to take several hours to put in. As of right now, it's 10:30. By this time, Chev and Oho, I believe, had started hailing Eliza. By 10:30, I believe. After they finished conversing with Chad. Okay. Which part are you going to install first? The engine block, the ion engine, which will take a significant more time to install, or are you going to install the other part? What was the other part?
The lift.
The repulsor lift. Those are more so enhancements. So yeah, it's just an attachment that you can fix to the repulsors themselves, so it'll improve functionality. So it's not too daunting of a task.
I'm gonna start with the lift, just in case something comes up and I can't finish just yet.
Gotcha. So the repulsors are going to take at least 2 hours to fully attach and test, make sure that they're functioning properly. That while that's going on, let's go on over to Talma.
Yes.
Talma, you've been tasked with observing the crew of Core Atlas by He was adamant that you maintain some level of line of sight on this crew while they're at work, and they seemed pretty adamant about not including you into the mission. So you've been observing from a distance, noticing that Chav and Oho had gone down to the levels, you you know that they typically tend to take the lead in most interactions. So you decided to follow them. Um, at first, it seemed like an ordinary uh, start to the day. They went about shopping for more gear in preparation for the race tomorrow. But as they get ready to depart the auto store, uh, that's when Oho breaks away from Chav after you see Oho pointing out at this seemingly odd old woman that's just berating a street vendor for floor slug bile. Um, as she's pointing adamantly at a silk scarf on display, she just keeps reiterating, "I want this floor slug bile. Give it to me." And you at first you think it's odd, but Oho and Chav follow this woman who just begins wander seemingly aimlessly until she is abducted by two Gamorreans and dragged to a car. And that's when you watch as Oho and Chav or as Oho tries to close the distance in place or getting close to these Gamorreans. Um, his plan doesn't seem to go the way that he was hoping, so he ends up breaking off ahead of these three, I should say, and running down an alleyway. You are currently in position overhead on one of the rooftops overlooking this market corridor, and you reposition to get a line of sight of the alleyway that Oho's running down, and you see a speeder at the end of the alley that he walks up past, and you see like a slight flick of the wrist before he presses around a corner, and you watch as the two Gamorreans toss this elderly woman into the vehicle and break away as well.
So does Talma pick up on the fact that Oho used the Force, or does it just more seem like a trick of the wrist sort of situation?
You don't necessarily know exactly what that sudden movement was. It's reasonable to assume that he might have thrown something small and hard to see from a distance, but you're not entirely too sure as of the moment. The vehicle speeds off, and Oho and Chav follow in pursuit. I think by this point, the two of you had broken off and made your approach separately to the Arth investment up top on the plaza. Okay. So yeah, you follow these three as they trail, take off towards the upper levels, and you get to the more nicer side of the city in the clouds. Towering spires of resorts and casinos. Daunting pleasure yachts cruising about, tour cars tour speeders cruising through the air as they give tours to the various tourists on board of the many amenities that City in the Clouds has to offer. You're cruising around in your X-wing. I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. X-wing. No, that would be too obvious. You would have rented a speeder or acquired a speeder of some sort. What were you saying?
Oh, I thought that I didn't think that it was an X-wing that Talma owned. I thought that it was a head, like the precursor, the headhunter.
It was the headhunter originally, but then you told me that I didn't have a hyperspace capabilities, and I wanted
right. That's how that happened.
So we went with the regular X-wing that does have hyperspace capabilities. But you would have rented a speeder for the day to remain inconspicuous. Chav and Oho, remind me exactly where did we leave off after the interaction with Eliza? Were we making our way back down to the hotel after that?
Making our way downtown.
After that interaction, Chav then finished his shopping.
That's right. Yeah, we got the rest of the stuff that we needed, and then yeah, we were making our way.
We
back
were
down.
heading back to the apartment because we had an appointment
That's right.
at like 3. I want to say that's for some reason resonating in the
Yeah,
back of
That's
my
right. Yeah, 3 p.m. with Arnd to in preparation for the race tomorrow. So yeah, you follow these two. Oho makes his way into the Yarth Bespin, which catches your intrigue, but you maintain your distance on the rooftop of the what's it called, parking structure that you watched Oho enter below. So you lose. You watch as Oho goes inside, and you lose line of sight on him, but you still have positive ID on Chav as he's cruising down below you, trying to pick out a car, seemingly car shopping. And some time passes by. I think it took about half an hour to an hour. I think it's about 11:30 at this point where Oho and Eliza make their way out of the Yarth Bespin. You hear Chav talking to Oho over the communicator that he's going to meet him at the valet at the front. And you see the two converge with this elderly woman walking out of the casino by herself of her own volition. And Oho helps her into her car, and he goes enters the vehicle with her and rides off, leaving Chav behind. You stay behind with Oho or with Chav, just to maintain positive ID with him. Some time passes, and about noon, that's when Oho and Chav start converging to link back up to finish shopping for the day. And that's you've had a very long day of just watching these two, and the monotony of it's starting to set in.
I will say at this point, after things have calmed down, Talma is probably watching Oho and Chav, like just waiting for them to kind of relink. She would probably be sitting with like a little bit of a notebook. She has sketches of every single individual on the team, pretty much writing down where they have been, as well as a sketch of the old woman that Oho is with, and just question marks. And I would say as Oho and Chav finally meet back up, she would probably start slowly making her descent. She wouldn't actively like reveal herself until she's probably like right up behind them, and would just pretty much just very casually just go, "Seems you guys have had a very interesting day today."
I would say that Oho just would have a moment of like just turning, looking at them, and just turning back.
Thomas just flashes a smile at Oho with a very just casual greeting, and she will remain silent and just pretty much walk with the group, whether they tell her to come or not.
Chad the shotgun. That's just funny.
She's pretty much just like
By
that.
word.
The babysitter is showing herself, and I'm gonna ride along and see what happens because she's
All
honestly
right.
she is rather curious, but she doesn't want them to know that everything that she's witnessed them doing.
All right. Okay. All right. Cool. I'm going to divert our attention over to a new player on the board, an anomaly into the equation. Ego. You have made your arrival to Bespin, City in the Clouds. What brought you here?
I think talking. I think Ego at this point, having been in contact a little bit with Dove, was following up,
Mhm.
but also Ego is trying to find some parts that he needs, and is stopping off at any available points that he thinks might be somewhere he can find them.
Okay, so you're here on a little bit of business and a little bit of pleasure. Okay. All right.
Yes.
What's the first stop? What's the first order of business on Ego's agenda today? What's more important to him, business or pleasure?
He can catch up with his personal time anytime. He needs to see if this is actually useful to him first, and then he can have some leisure.
Business it is. Okay. What are we shopping for today, Ego?
Today, one second. I wrote it down. My brain is doing the 5 a.m. thing where I don't remember anything from the hours before.
The world is your oyster, Ego. And by the world, I mean this floating city in the clouds.
Floating city in the clouds. The housing material.
Housing material. Oh, yes. There's a lot of places that you can get housing material, but what you're in search for is a little more particular, a little more.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to adapt things that wouldn't normally operate in this type of function, but would still be durable enough to operate in that sort of function. So you're looking for, I would say, auto parts. They're heat tested. They're strong, usually made of Durasteel or Plasteel. So something that would be able to handle high energy output and whatnot. So yeah, you'd be searching out a few auto shops in the area. One of which comes to mind is Chad's Auto Parts. What else was there? You could hit up some of your underworld contacts. That, I mean, granted, those parts might be, you know, heisted and a little bit on the radar for some people that are missing valuable parts. Or you can go the honest route and seek out old Chad.
We'll try Chad.
All right.
First.
Where would you be Plaza District, or would you be more towards the lower levels? That's a bigger question. It's Chad's a little ways down, and if you're on the Plaza District, it's going to be a minute before you get down there.
Oh, well, lower levels. Lower levels.
Going to be lower levels? Okay. All right. So, yeah, you make your way down to Chad's Auto Parts. This is about 10 a.m. You watch as a gold-skinned Nothwin and a white-haired humanoid with dark complexion make their way out of their store. And turn after them, and you see this older Corellian man with dark skin, curly hair, just settling up some or finalizing some business that he had with the sorry had got done settling up with the previous customers, and he spots you. Hello, welcome to Chad's Auto Parts. What can I do for you?
Hello, hello. Good day to you as well. See, I am finding myself in need of some parts, and I hear you're the man to get me those parts, sir.
Oh, I got a lot of what everything, little of something. What in particular are you looking for? Passports. We got. What else do we have? We can muster up some engine block mounts. We can do upgraded weaponry for cloud cars, so on and so forth. We got everything that you can think of.
Well, all of that sounds great, and on any other day, I would be loving to peruse anything that you have. I am currently in the market for some housing material.
Housing material. Okay. Well, I don't have any of that specifically, but I do have parts that you can strip down for that said housing material.
I will work with anything you got, sir.
All right. Sounds good. I can sell you a cloud car exhaust manifold. It's got plenty of housing material built into it. Great quality. It's usually can handle high temperatures usually. Durability's been rated pretty well. I haven't had any complaints with that. What kind of output are we looking at here? This is assuming that whatever you're using the material for is for output, but I'm assuming that's what it's for. Am I correct?
Well, yes, it is for output. Fairly high temperatures, so I'm pretty sure that your cloud car part would be sufficient.
Okay. All right. Okay, the exhaust manifold. That'll run you about 750 credits. I'd actually no. I'd say it's about 500 credits for an exhaust manifold for the cloud car.
Oh, wow! A decrease in price. I barely had to do anything for that.
Sorry, I was thinking of some other parts from my previous customer. They're getting set up for the race later on today, or not today, tomorrow. Sorry.
Oh, there's racing happening.
Yeah, the Cloud Car Grand Prix. You new in the area? You haven't heard about that?
Yeah. I just stopped in today. Made my way. You're my first stop.
Well, appreciate you choosing Chad's Auto Parts for your vehicle needs. Well, yeah, the manifold about 500 credits. I can have it delivered to your landing bay, or it's a bulky piece of equipment. I don't know if you want to carry it out of the store per se, but what's your situation? You want to deliver it to your residence that you're currently staying at, or your landing bay?
You said you have it on you?
Yeah, it's in my warehouse in the back.
When you said bulky, how bulky is it?
I mean, so some segments of the exhaust manifold are kind of elongated. I mean, it's in a manageable box. I'd say just about 2 meters long, just about, give or take. But it's a bit heavy. I don't know. I mean, if you look at a resilient young fella, I'm sure you could carry it, but it is awkward. I don't know how far you want to carry it.
You know, I think you can have it delivered.
All right, sounds good. Just an extra 25 credits for delivery fee, and I'll send it right to your to wherever you want to take it. All right.
All right. I'll pay him and then I'll give him 5 credits on top.
Appreciate your generosity. Yeah, be on the lookout for the race tomorrow. The guy that I just talked to previously to you, he says he's going to be the next champion. I believe in his gusto, but we have some racers that have been champions for quite some time. But I'm sure it's something you'd enjoy watching if you're still in town by then. All right.
Oh, I probably will be. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, so you make your way out of the store by this point. What's your next order of business? Where are you heading?
With that sorted out, it would probably be to check in with Dove.
Okay. Okay. You call Dove on your communicator.
Mhm.
She picks up. Hello, Ego? Is that you?
My favorite Zabrak. How's it going?
How's it going, Ego? Good to hear you. I'm sorry. At the moment, I am currently indisposed as there has been a program issue with my droid. I don't know if I've told you about him yet, but I'll have to meet up with you a little bit later. I'm here on business, and if you would like to meet up, I'm staying at a hotel on the 50th level. If you'd like to meet up with us there.
Oh, sure. I'll have some things to tell you as well. Yeah, 50th level. I can do that.
All right. Sounds good. Meet us around. Meet us there around 2. Sound good?
Consider it done.
All right. I can't wait to see you again. Take care. As of right now, it is currently 11:30. You have 4 hours to kill by this point. You have any more business you want to take care of, or is it a pleasure that you're now going to seek out at this point?
It is pleasure now. Cantina
Okay.
me.
Okay. Okay. Cantina it is. Okay. You have a few options that you're aware of. You've heard the rumor of a location in the city in the clouds that is secret to most. Not a lot of people know about this spot. So it's a speakeasy. It's called the 4.5 Cantina, but it's a ways down. But you and only a select few people know about this cantina, as it's the only way you can learn about this place is through word of mouth. There's no advertisement. There's no directory to it. It does not exist. It's on level 124.5. And you are currently on the Market Grow, which is level 121. So you only have 3 levels to go down, 3.5 levels to go down if you want to check it out.
And Dove's on the 50th?
50th.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so you go check that out for the time being. You walk in, meet with, and are greeted by this Human 1, 3. Welcome to the 4.5. Have you been here before? I don't recognize you.
No, it's my first time. I was eager to try something new.
All right. So as you you're walking in, you take in the sights. It's a very unoccupied canteen at the moment, as it's still kind of early in the day. It's only 11:30 in the morning. There's a Defel in the corner, just hanging out by himself. A Wookiee hanging out at the Dejart table, playing by himself for the time being. And there's a couple holo displays of Minoc fights going on. But she greets you at the bar and wipes off some greasy residue off the bar top. Oh, welcome to 4.5. Can I get you anything to drink? Maybe one of our local specials you'd like to try?
Sure, give me something the locals enjoy.
Something the locals enjoy. All right. As you say, as she says that, she pulls up a small shot glass, as it were. Polishes it real quick and pours this clear liquid into it. Sets it on the bar top in front of you. This is a local favorite. It's called Ugnaught Spit.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Ugnaught Spit is what she called it.
That's what I thought.
It's not.
He's going...
It's not viscousy like spit would be. It's a liquid.
Mhm.
But there has to be a reason why they call it Ugnaught Spit, right?
Yeah. He's gonna take it, give it a little swirl, and then knock it back.
Ooh, we're throwing it back. All right. Okay. All right, Ego. Living up to the name, I like it. All right, Ego. Let's take a look at you. Okay. I'm gonna need a daunting cool check.
Okay. Explain to me what that means. Like I'm 5.
I'm glad you. I'm more than happy to. All right. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to select your character sheet. Okay.
Yes.
Or not your character sheet, but your character off on the menu on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's a table or a dice tray down below, and it says character on the selector, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and click that and scroll down to cool.
Cool.
You have
yeah.
3 ability dice that you can roll. You're gonna select that, and then I'm gonna roll the daunting check, which is a 5, 4. I think it's 4. Daunting. 4. Yep, 4 dice. You're gonna have to beat the roll that I roll for you. So you have 2 failures and 5 threats to beat.
So
Here's the
I
thing.
just roll. Okay.
Here's the thing. You can cash in a light side token and upgrade one of your ability dice to a proficiency die. What that means is it'll give you an increased chance to succeed. There's more successes on a proficiency die than there is on a ability die. So if you do that, you just click a light side token up at the top right corner, and then you click the upgrade die, which is the green and yellow die on the right side of the tray, and that'll upgrade one of your proficiency or abilities to a proficiency, and then you hit the roll dice button. Or you can just roll as is.
Okay. Are light side tokens things we want to preserve for important things?
Um, yes and no. I mean, they're used throughout the entirety of the game because they're not they don't stack. Each session has its own uh, set of light side and dark side tokens for the day. So whatever you have, it's back and forth between us.
Okay.
I'll use them to upgrade some difficulties to a challenge. You know, you can use them to also remember to pack some ammunition that you forgot to go specifically shopping for later on, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of versatility to the Destiny tokens that are available.
Okay. I'm feeling spicy. I'm just gonna keep it as it is.
Okay, you just have two failures to beat
Okay.
and 5 threats. So once you have your dice selected, go ahead and roll dice. Oh, so close. Okay, so no threat, no successes. 5 threats still. Okay, so it's still a failure. I'm gonna say you get the motion going and you're feeling good, and you know when you like taking when you go to take like a warm tequila shot and you think you're mentally prepared for it, and then it hits the back of your throat and the sudden panic that sets in, and that sets in for ego, and as it hits the back of the throat, it just the throat clenches and a burst of air shoots the spit back up and into a mist over both you and Bree. And Bree is busting out laughing.
Oh, I'm gonna. You knew that.
Sorry, I
Oh.
couldn't help myself. That one's on the house. I apologize, but I could not.
Wild.
Welcome.
You gotta put a warning label on that one. Highly toxic.
It's it's a very strong moonshine. I should have warned you, but you know it's more fun this way.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I appreciate that. I think I'm
That's
crying.
no moonshine. That's a space station's garbage disposal.
Bree wipes down the bar top and this big smile on her face. She leans in. I just had this gold skin individual in here yesterday. Try it the same as you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even make it to his lips. He got close and just sprayed it everywhere. It was hilarious. So you did a little bit better.
Yeah, on the scale of the number of people that you've actually tricked into drinking this, like how do I pass? Like,
well, you managed to choke it down a little bit, so I'd say you did all right. I mean, you still didn't get any of it down, unfortunately, but you know, a couple more visits, a couple more shots later, and you'll be good to go. This stuff is potent, so be careful. All right, make sure you eat something later.
Yeah, I think I'm good on the spit for now. Maybe something the locals enjoy a little less than that for the next fair.
Here's a Bestman ale for you. Sorry for the thank you for the entertainment.
Oh, you're most welcome. I'll be here as long as I'm here.
All right. If you need anything else, my name's Bree. I'm the caretaker for this joint. All right.
Yeah, Bree, amigo.
Meet you, Ego. All right. enjoy the drink. I'm gonna do my rounds. All right.
You have fun now.
There.
Forget about me.
With that, we make our way to the group as a whole. You guys are all converging, or Rawl, you started working on the repulsor lifts, and you got them installed at this point, and it's about 1-ish. And actually, the rest of you haven't briefed the rest of the party on when you guys are meeting up, did you? Chav and Oho. I don't think we made a call to the group yet from that Arn wanted to meet up later. Or did that happen in the hotel?
I don't
No.
think so, because I feel like the Chav and Oho went to do the thing that they were doing, and then Ral and Dove kind of went underground to do the thing that they were doing.
Right. So yeah. So as far as Rawl knows, your guys' day is clear. So you guys are gonna have to coordinate with him and Dove, and you got Talma in tow right now, who is excited to be more closely involved as opposed to watching from a distance. So you guys call Rawl and Dove to let them know to meet up at the hotel sometime soon?
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. What time do you guys want to head back to the hotel? Are you going to head back right at to be there by 3, or are you going to head back earlier and take care of some stuff or
Were
have
we
a
still in
conversation?
the market district?
No, you guys are Plaza side. You guys are on the surface. So you followed Eliza up to the Plaza district.
I ended up having the conversation with Eliza in the car, and after that, I met with Chav in his section of the woods.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because I had just left Honest Grex. That's when the two of us met up.
Honest Rex, that's right. Where is Honest Rex? That is industrial levels. Oh, that was way down. Way down. Okay.
My kind of town.
Honest Rex is on
Est.
the
He's on Est. Greg. Can't believe he sold me his greasy G suit.
Yeah, he did. With some patchwork done to it to keep it intact. Industrial level, so by where spaceport is. Okay, cool. So yeah, you're down. Okay, so yeah, you're not too far from. Well, actually, you're down further, and then Raw, you're still up on the surface, working on the car. 4.5 cantina is 6. There we are. Ooh. You're on level 125. So you're on level 125. Okay, cool. All right. So you're right around the corner from the 4.5 at the moment. And you got some time to kill. You can check out some of the other spots in the area.
The only other thing on Chav's to-do list other than this meeting, which just happened to pop up, was going to check on the cloud car, try to do a test drive, and other than that, get some clothes for the auction.
There we go.
I believe there was one other thing that we potentially had that could do, but I don't know if we wanted to, if it was something for later, which was the footage potentially to discuss whether or not we offer it to Caltho and, that whole thing.
So a team meeting to figure that out.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. All right, so you're doing some clothes shopping. You're not going to find really much good clothes down in the industrial level, so you're going to have to go back towards the Plaza District, or at least to the higher levels to find some decent clothes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For Gala.
The only thing that I would say is I want to go to a different place than where Rawl went, because I don't want to be considered one of his enemies.
Oh, shit. That's
You know
funny.
what? I will take that. That's valid.
I love you, buddy.
All right. So he did his clothes shopping by the Fig and Associates Art Museum, which is just below the Plaza District. So you can go to the Plaza District. Okay. You can go to the Plaza District itself and find some like high-end clothing, or you can seek out clothing pretty much anywhere you want here on Cloud in the City in the Clouds. Oh, I always want to say it backwards.
I mean, it's not wrong either way. Cloud City or the City in the Clouds. It's both accurate.
True. Cloud City.
But yeah,
Ah,
it's definitely a high-end place, because we need to be dressed properly when we go to this auction. I can't show up looking like a bum.
All right. Oh, you accompanying Chav?
Yeah.
All right.
Please, because it can only be more entertaining this way.
I mean, I guess we can have another fucking gift shop
Well,
situation.
we're not doing reconnaissance here. Just buying something. I hope.
That seems like enough. Seems like
Thelma
You're
will
right.
probably join because she is also looking to purchase clothing for the auction as well.
Oh, great. So it's literally going to be a parallel of when Rawl and Dove went shopping, just in a completely different spot. Which one of us has enemies?
All right.
Ojo is probably not gonna go into the shop. Like, he's gonna do his thing, since he's already has the clothing. So I think for him, he would just take the opportunity while Chav and Talma are doing the purchasing of the clothing. He would just take the time to find a vantage point in the area and just sort of like taking the scenes, see if there's anything that catches his eye, or anything that may be either suspicious or of interest.
Gotcha. So you guys hail a sky speeder just to get up to the Plaza District faster. You get up there, and he takes you to the more not the like extreme end of the retail district, but it's up there. You got your pick of the litter, as it were, for clothing, and they set you down 5 credits for a trip up to from down below. So you pay them, and you take a walk down Market Row, or the retail district, and we looking for what are we looking for? We are looking for some dressy gala clothing.
Yeah.
We're looking for practical. We're looking for dress, formal, casual, formal.
Very formal.
Very formal. We're going to
Chav knows what he is going to be doing. The fanciest.
All right. So Chav, you're walking with a purpose. You're ready to look. You're ready to be dressed to the nines. And you find.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pop some tags.
It ain't gonna be thrift.
hell
Um,
no.
you spot this gorgeous maroon suit in the window. Maroon sports blazer with a charcoal black tie, black collared shirt underneath to complement. The color contrast comparatively to your skin, fucking flawless. And
Smash.
is that something
gonna be
that
It's gonna be that thing that you see in the movies where Chav walks up to the window and you see the reflection that just shows his head where the mannequin's head is. And it's just like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I need it. I need it. I want it. I want it now. And you got that urge burning inside, and you walk in the door, and immediately greeted by a wheel droid, similar to the one in the gift shop in the Big and Associates museum. What was that one? Nomenclature. It was a. I'm going too far back. Museum. It's an EV droid of sorts, I believe. EV. Oh no, it's a WA7. So, okay, you see a WA droid wheeling around, and it senses you enter the store and wheels right up to you. You hear this. You don't even hear the wheels, the gears turning. Like this droid was well preserved, maintained, oiled, pristine, cleaned regularly, and its big optical lens just zooms in on you as it starts taking in your full physique.
Just gonna kind of like back up.
Greetings.
Hey, easy.
Hello, welcome. How can I assist you today? Patron?
How can you assist me? You got the authority to cut deals or anything like that, or what's I really need to speak to somebody who's gonna be able to help me with something very specific. Is that you, or do I need to talk to a supervisor? I just want to get that out of the way right away.
How can I help you?
I should be asking how I could help you because I want your shop to dress the champion of tomorrow's Cloud Car Grand Prix.
Oh, you're here for clothes. Great. I can assist you with alterations, measurements, and so forth. What suit are you inquiring about, sir? Ooh, the Iranian Prince. I like it.
Damn right.
That's going to cost about 7,500 credits. Sorry. Process. 7,500 credits.
Trav died right there.
And
I'm
based
gonna
off
mark
your
off
measurements,
mark off a point of strain.
And based off your measurements, you have wide waist. Alterations will take about 25 minutes, and I can have the suit ready in just under half an hour.
So 7,500.
Chav just get body
7,500.
shamed by a droid.
You bet your ass he did. 7,500. Is that with the champions discount?
According to my sources, you are not a known champion.
I will be tomorrow.
Yes, there is a race tomorrow. Are you? I'm not the source for inquiries towards the City Cloud Grand Prix. I'm here for any alterations you need for your clothing needs.
See, Tarzan knew what was going to happen the second that I walked into a shop to try to buy something. He was like, Matt, has done sales before. He knows exactly how to fucking work this shit. I'm gonna put him up against a fucking computer that is programmed, and there's going to be no deviation from the programming. Yeah,
You do see some other organics walking around right now,
well done.
but they are also being catered to by several other WA droids running around as well. You get a
Well
sense that
done.
this shop does not like dealing with humanoid to humanoid interactions because that's how people haggle. There's no haggling usually done with a droid. That's how corporate capitalism functions in the future. No
Why do you
human
think it's-
interaction. You buy at base value.
Why do you think it's so difficult to talk to a customer service representative at Amazon?
Even
all
the
robots.
robots there hate their job.
I want to talk to a customer service representative. That's not one of the menu options. How can I help you?
Eat shit and die.
Basically.
It is now 6 p.m. Our office hours are now closed. Please contact us again tomorrow.
It's 5:30.
Eastern Standard Time. Oh,
Damn it.
but yeah,
It was
You get a sense that-
7,500.
yeah, 7,500 for the suit. He details that the suit comes with the suit on display comes with its entire getup plus a set of dress shoes, and you can include one head accessory with it as well.
One head accessory.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a buy one get one free.
What kind of head accessories are we talking about, Tarzan?
As you look about, you'll notice an extravagant display of various hats of different styles. We got top hats. We have bowler caps. We have several. What's it called?
Your face, Matt. Oh my
Bowler
god.
caps. You got anything you could
Are
Are
imagine
there
for a
top
formal event.
hats?
Top hats
The
and bowler
first thing He
caps.
said top hats, bowler
Okay.
caps, some fedoras, trilbies.
Fedoras.
Fedora.
Yeah,
Who's
actually,
boys?
yeah. There's a maroon fedora with
Yeah.
a black band.
You really want me to go for the fedora? Because I'm not gonna lie, to be that extra, I was kind of thinking top hat.
There's also a maroon top hat with a gold band with a bow tie on this a bow knot on the side of the top hat.
Welcome to the
Does
chocolate
it do the
factory.
magician's collapsible thing where I just
It looks like it could function that way. It looks like it, but
it's
you
very
won't know until you
necessary.
try.
It's very necessary.
I can't not at this point. I can't not. I was like, you know what? We're gonna dress Chav up, and Tarzan was like, done.
with,
No notes, sir.
with your complexion, I got you.
I will see your dress up, sir, and I will raise you.
feel like Tarzan's thought about what Chav should wear to a fancy event.
I was like, this dude would look good in maroon.
He's got an idea.
Yes, oof. Smash.
He'll also direct you to several other accessories.
Oh no.
That of which being canes,
Oh.
pocket watches. You can choose eyewear as well. Granted, this is not included in the price of the hat or the suit, but
Is
Eyewear?
Trav still trying to reason with this
Eyewear?
droid currently?
He said
Not-
eyewear?
Matt's not. Matt heard eyewear because he was jokingly going to suggest a monocle.
oh, fancy that! There's a gold monocle on display.
Oh, Monopoly
Is-
Man.
Is the monocle put player to GM? Is the monocle functional in any way.
Oh no, it's just a
Fuck!
spoil. It's only
It's
it's
just
only
fancy.
it's only for flavor.
There's
It'd be
there's
cool,
no
though.
functional monocles? Because
Not-
that'd be
not-
dope.
Not here. Not here.
Not here?
You gotta go down to the lower levels for those functional eyewear. This
I
is
just
dressed
might.
to impress. This is
I
dressed
just
to impress,
might.
baby.
I might leave out the monocle, but would a cane be too much, guys? Would that be going too over the top?
Listen,
lightsaber
never
cane.
go
Hear me
too
out.
far with a cane.
If I
It-
bought a
it is
lightsaber cane from this place, Victor would riot. Champ just walks out the front door. Hey, oh, look at this! I just found it. It was only 10 credits. They were giving it away.
You're gonna run up
were
hundreds
using it to
of
prop open
thousands
the
of
door.
credits.
Oh, just walks in, Chav's just beating the cane against the wall.
How do you work this thing?
It's like everything
Looking
else
into the
reasonably
emitter.
priced. The cane, 10,000 credits.
Possibly.
All right.
He accidentally
come back,
activated.
80.
Ah, my shoes! Ah, my foot!
How much for a acceptable to the look that we have going already cane?
There's a black cane with gold trimming for 60 credits.
Oh, that's a done. Done. And then maybe we'll get functional eyewear on our next trip.
With made from he'll just detail that the cane is made up from wood from the trees of Kashyyyk, specifically what's it called? Fuck, I lost. I'll detail it in the messages later, but it's a very old tree. I can't remember the exact name of it, but
Ooh,
Oh.
you can almost see the slaughter of indigenous species in this cane.
oh
Look at how it shines.
no!
Too real? Too real? Too real. Sorry.
If you listen closely, you can hear the laments of the people who were here before us.
Oh, God.
Tell me how
The wailing. The wailing.
The wailing.
The
but yeah,
wailing in Wookiee.
It's the, it's the wailing cane.
That sounds like a cursed item. I'm still buying it.
the hand grip portion wrapped in a what's it called? Calf hound leather, with a mudhorn ivory inlet into the palm portion of the grip. So
Hell yeah.
it's detailed. It's nice. It's great. It's looking quite expensive, but yeah.
Yep. We are doing it. We are
All right.
doing it. So we're looking at 7,560 credits.
Rectamundo.
Alrighty. While you move on to the next person, I'm gonna open up the calculator on my computer and I'm gonna figure that out.
All right, Talma. The WA droid pivots its monocle lens over to you and begins taking in your measurements. Greetings, madam. How might I service you today?
Yes. Would you mind finding me just any sort of dresses that you may have on hand? Something practical, but quite a statement piece, if I do say so myself.
Certainly, ma'am. You have a color palette of choice that you would like for us to select from?
Talma will kind of sit there for a moment, and she will then just kind of tilt her head to the side, and she goes, I will say I'm rather fond of greens and blues.
Understood. Checking for inventory with parameters in place. All right. We have two dresses that would fit the guidelines provided by the individual. A evening cocktail dress with a stringed back with
A corset back.
strings. It's like, shit, let me get out of this voice. There we go. He details this emerald green cocktail dress with several within it strewn gemstones, and on the back piece there it's a string set, or like it starts at the neck and it just strings out, and in those strings, yes, in the strings, a series of oyster or pearls harvested from oysters on the planet of Manan. Um, it's very elegant, form fitted, and it sprawls out at the feet, and it kind of tapers out towards the back, so it's got a little bit of a tail to it. Very elegant, very bold. That's just a solid green with the emerald green with the pearl accents and the gemstones inlaid into the dress itself. And then it gives you another option, a dominant emerald dress with gold trim. That one's more. It's a shorter dress. It goes down about mid calf on one side, on the left side, and on the right side it stops just below the hip. Comes complimentary with a whalebone corset from a whale, again from Anon. Corset itself is a black lace material.
Smash.
This dress comes complimentary with a set of heels and a clutch, emerald and gold clutch purse. The longer gala dress comes with a set of heels as well. No corset. That one comes with a handbag, a black and gold handbag.
And that's the one with the pearl and gemstone accents, correct?
Pearl back and gemstones accents. Yeah.
Now, by pearl back, are you saying they're like strung pearls, or is it just like,
Yes.
okay? I'm gonna go for that gown then.
He will detail the price at 8,000. And he has to make minor alterations. Again, it won't take him that long. It'll be the same time frame as Chav's 30 minutes. It'll be ready for pickup. And you can take the accessories with you now, and the dress will be ready shortly.
Are there any accessories like fans or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, you can find several fans. There's some masquerade masks as well. Some feathered headpieces or headdresses, so on and so forth. Anything you can think of, really.
I will say she will probably get herself a fan to accent it. Just something to kind of keep her face covered here and there, or cover her mouth if she ever needed to conceal what she was saying to somebody.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and she'd also probably
Uh,
get like a headpiece if they have like hairpins or something.
Gotcha. For the two items, you'll get the hand fan is a simple emerald and gold fan with lace material. The fan part itself um, is a canvas material of sorts, and then the gold trim is that lace material. That'll be about 25 credits, and then the headpiece itself is going to be a additional 50.
All right, so it would be a total of 8,075.
Correct.
All right. Talma, without even questioning it, she pulls out the credits and pays for the dress.
Yeah, buddy. All right. It was just the two of you that walked in. Oh, you're still staying outside. Am I correct?
Victor.
Victor,
Victor.
Why?
are you
Why?
alive, Victor?
Why? I rolled to seduce.
You're still remaining outside, correct? You didn't go inside.
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I'm still outside.
Okay. All right. Anything else you guys want to do inside the store, or are we all set?
Talma's got her fancy clothes. She's set.
You guys are gonna be dressed in the nines, baby, with Rawls all black, fucking three-piece suit. Chav looking fresh to death with the maroon and gold style. Talma looking fine with that emerald gemstone inlay dress with the pearls on the back. It's gonna be hot in this bitch.
Don't forget Rawls gold tie and gold mask.
Rawls gold tie, that's right, and mask. And then we got the mysterious Oho blending into the shadows. All right. About this time it is 1 p.m. I haven't been taking any notes because I keep forgetting to do that. 1 p.m. You guys got about 2 hours left until the meeting with Arend. Ego, you're feeling good right now. You've been having drinks steadily throughout the evening, not getting too crazy with it because you have a date set with Dove here in a little bit. It's coming up on, or it's actually 1 o'clock. So at this point, you have made your way out of the 4.5 and are making your way up to the upper levels. What are the rest of you doing? Oh yeah, Rawl, what were you doing this whole? Oh yeah, you're still installing the parts in the car.
Yes. So if no one has contacted him at all, he's gonna get started on.
Well, they did reach out and told you that there's a meeting going on at 3. Whether or not you guys were planning to meet up before then, that was not disclosed. So I'm not sure about that.
Rawl will not be attending the meeting.
Okay.
He is going to continue with the turbine, making sure that everything's in tip-top shape.
Sorry, that barely registered. What did you say?
He's going to continue with the turbine to make sure everything's in tip-top shape.
Okay, so you're going to install the engine after the repulsor burst. All right, cool. Cool. All right. Since it's a bigger piece of equipment, let's go ahead and roll a hard mechanics difficult check.
Let me refresh here.
I'm going to cash in a dark side token to upgrade one of those difficulty dies to a challenge. You just got to be no success, no failures.
I'm
You just gotta
pretty
roll one
confident.
success.
I'm not gonna cash in a light side token. Hell yeah.
And two successes, one threat. Okay, so you put in some heavy work. I'll say the physical.
Do I get a
exertion.
boost with the droids helping lift this turbine into place?
They would have. They're very basic. They only do. They don't provide much more support other than just holding it in place for you to
Right.
install. So it's. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a help. It's more of a like using an engine block crane in your
All right.
personal garage.
Very well.
I would say
I'll let it ride.
with the working straight through, not taking any breaks, it only costs you one strain for the day, and yeah. As far as you're aware, it looks like the car's ready to go.
Are there any paints around
No,
this car?
no.
Can I
Um,
go request some from the dock hands around there?
I would also remind you that Arn was very adamant about not altering this car, aside from like the engine itself. Like he was
Do you
like,
really think
"Do
Ralph's
not."
gonna freaking reason?
I don't give a fuck. It's our car.
He wants us to do this race looking like a cop.
Right.
It's gonna have freaking flames and pink white bunnies on the sides.
No, I'll make it nice.
Is he trying to make a fuck? What was the guy in Twisted Metal who drove the cop car? What the hell was his name? I forget.
I don't know.
Who you're talking about?
Officer?
Twisted Metal's a game.
Outlaw.
Outlaw?
Is what is
Makes sense.
I guess nobody else was a Twisted Metal fan.
It's been so long
No.
since I played that game, I couldn't remember any of the characters.
The show on Peacock was great.
Is it? I need to check it out.
Yeah.
But as far as paints go, you'll probably have to try your luck with one of the other mechanics. As of right now, it's about one. I would say there's some more activity in the vehicle burst, so you'll see some other cloud car teams currently going in and out of their shuttles berths to work on their own vehicles at the moment.
Since it's getting busy, I think before I start the turbine, I'll go out and see if I can find the paints, just in case I can't find them later.
Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and do that. Make your way out to the immediate area, looking for some. You gotta look for metallic paint. Metallic paint for vehicles.
I'm currently looking for some Phantom Black paint.
Of course.
Like black on black on black. Dark as fuck.
Arndt is going to be
paint.
so thrilled.
I want
So
this
it's
Just
car to
making the
be
fucking
visible,
Batmobile over here.
Basically.
All right.
I'm also looking for gold.
Black and gold paint. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a. I mean, you don't have to go too far. There, since you're right by the track, there's they have stores local to this area, so car teams can pick up any quick item needs. So yeah, you find a store, no problem with the auto with shuttle paint, metallic paint that you can use. They got the metallic palette. They have the matte palette as well, chromatics, the whole selection. And you're greeted by this young man just working the desk, human, short short black hair, green eyes. Hey, what can I do for you? What are we in the market for?
Why, yes. Looking for some paint. Do you have any paint for these cloud cars here?
Yeah, we got a wide selection. We got matte, we got chromatic, we got metallic.
I'm looking for the darkest black. The darkest black you have.
Oh, we got a selection from either the matte, metallic, or chromatic. The matte black we have, that'll run you about $50 a can. Dollars.
How much?
50 credits a can.
How many-
For the
Cans do you think it would take to cover a cloud car?
cloud car, you're gonna want a base coat, and then you're gonna want primer. So a can of primer is also gonna cost about 25 credits as well. You have a sander? You're gonna sand the paint off, the base paint off.
I have.
It's not gonna hold well if you just spray over top of a coat of paint that's already on.
I have tools. I'm good. Yes.
Okay. All right. So the primer, you're gonna want 2 cans of primer for a cloud car. You're gonna want 2 cans of paint for the base coat and the secondary coat. You want metallic? You want matte? You want
I'm
chromatic?
also looking for some metallic gold paint. So,
Metallic gold.
so like a very dark black that kind of just fades into the background black, the darkest like Vanta black, and then some metallic gold paint.
Well, I don't know what a Vanta black is, but we do have
Oh, you never
Uh,
heard of Vanta black? Oh,
we got Dark Star
Glorious.
black paint here. That one's
Ah.
Dark Star paint gets as dark as you can imagine.
I suppose that'll do.
Vacuum of space dark. We got metallic gold. Yeah, we got metallic gold. We have Crate Dragon gold here. It's got a nice little silvery sheen to in the sunlight, so it really pops out when it
I'm
hits the
sure
sunlight.
it'll be perfect.
Perfect.
How much will that be running?
I'm assuming you're just using the gold for accents, so you're probably only going to need 1 can of that. That's going to be another 75. We're looking at about 50, 120, 70, about 195.
195. Okay. Also, do you happen to sell any like pilot seat covers? You know,
Yeah, we got seat covers.
do you have any deep red ones?
Yes, we do actually. That's gonna.
What
the
are
only
you doing?
I'm making you a throne, good sir.
Might as well just be blasting My Chemical Romance while we're at it. Like, jeez.
I'm gonna show up
Uh,
like Gilgamesh from Fate Zero.
Exactly.
yeah,
Plan.
we got a maroon red. Only another 20 credits.
Yes, that's the one. I'll take that.
Good. We also have royal red with that.
No, maroon red. Royal red's just too much.
All right.
It's gonna be
Uh,
the seat.
I feel like this cloud car is gonna end up getting destroyed, and all this is going to be for nothing.
It's all about the image.
Excuse you.
I know how things go.
Ye have little. Chav does one thing. Okay, he does 2 things. One of them is cause trouble. The other one is fly shit.
Look, I'm not worried
Oh,
about
money is another
Chav.
one.
In my personal opinion, I'm more worried about the guy who likes to blow shit up.
Oh,
is
he's not gonna
riding
be in
this
it.
car.
It's gonna be Chav and Dub, so we should be good.
All right.
Don't tell
So
Dub I
that's
said that though.
25 after 190, so 100. 215. Everything all together.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
All right. You want this shipped to your vehicle berth, or I'm assuming you're racing, right?
I can carry it there. I'm headed there now.
Okay, that's fine. He'll run back, grab the supplies. Takes him about 10 minutes to get everything all together and sets it on the counter before you. Well, thank you for choosing O'Reilly's Space Parts for all your vehicle needs. Come see us again soon, all right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Y'all come
We're all
back
just
to me.
like so perplexed at all of these shop names that he's saying. Like, this is does no one names their shops these, and he's just gonna gather everything, gonna make sure keep all the cans together.
All right, don't hurt
and
yourself,
take
all
his
right?
way. I'll be fine, thanks. And he'll make his way back to the bay. He's not gonna paint just yet. He's gonna set to work and start doing the turbine engine, dropping that in, and making sure it's all working.
You're gonna finish
So,
up the engine.
Yeah,
okay.
the turbine engine. So we already did that roll for that, right?
Yeah, it's in.
Success and one threat.
With and that threat was the one strain for working through the whole time, not taking
Okay.
any breaks.
All right. Then it's painting time. Then I guess.
Yep. Engine's installed. You do a quick test fire of the engine. She spins up nice and smooth and purrs like a Dathomirian next to.
So it's like super quiet.
Very
Stealth.
quiet, nice little purr. It sounds pretty powerful,
Cool. All right.
like a sleeper.
Sleeper.
In the clouds.
Raul's gonna do a base coat all over everything. It's black, and then
You're not gonna sand the paint first.
well, yeah, of course he's gonna do all that. Do all the preparations.
So sanding's gonna take about, I would say that sanding a cloud car is gonna take about 2 hours to do. Get all to get even. What would you say? What would you say, Chav?
So we've got
Matt,
this-
who actually has done this as a job in the past, I know that a cloud car is going to be bigger, but I have sandblasted a pickup truck, and it took me about 45 minutes.
Okay, and you're
So-
pretty skilled mechanic. I would say, yeah, probably about 45 minutes, 30 minutes to take off the base coat. Or
So it's about 5:00 now.
No, it's we started this at 1.
I dropped the engine in at 1, and that you said that took like 4 hours.
Did I say 4 hours? I don't think I said how long that took. I said that was going to take.
You started
Yeah.
at 10.
Yeah, we started at 2. Okay.
Okay.
10.
We're getting there, but let's go ahead and you're working on the coat on the paint job now. We're gonna transition back over to the party heading towards the apartment. Did we want to get there before our end shows up, or what's the plan? How far back in time are we going?
I mean, I got nothing else to do, so might as well. If
All
somebody
right.
else has another stop to make, we of course can. Matt would ask Taylor if she had another stop to make, but Chav would not ask Talma.
I will say, is there any place that's selling like small knives of any sort? Or small, even like anything along the lines of like lock picks or like small sharp items?
You're looking for contraband items that are not going to be found on the Plaza District, so you're going to have to go down to the Market Road down below, which is going to take some time because, but as of right now, it's about 1:30, I believe, where we left off with the crew originally, 1:30ish. To get down to the Market Road, it's going to be pushing close to 2 or 3 by that point. So unless you don't plan on attending the meeting with Arend.
No, Tama does plan to be there. She will just wait until they're closer to that part of town. She's in no rush.
Gotcha. All right. Ego, by this point, you have reached the apartment that Dove had told you to meet her at. Been waiting for a minute, and you contacted Dove. She said just wait for her there, and somebody will be along to let you in, as no one has been answering the door as you've been trying to get somebody's attention. By this point, Chav, Oho, and Talma, you round the corner to your apartment, and you see Ego. Ego, can we get a quick rundown of what your character looks like?
Sure. You see you see this blue Twi'lek standing around 6 foot, wearing what looks like average, simple enough clothing. Fairly utilitous kit. Not anything too garish or untoward.
Smash.
He is handsome in the face.
Double smash.
I like it.
Must put the baby up.
So yeah, you see Ego standing by the door, seemingly waiting. You haven't heard from Dove yet, Chav or Oho. So what's your guys' course of action? Dude, I have some Twi'lek man hanging out by the door.
Are they just hanging by the door?
He's pretty casually just leaning.
So, question: these floors, they're not like one door per floor, correct?
No, this is a more traditional setting for an apartment. This is in the lower level, so it's
Oho, basically, as soon as he reaches the level and he sees the person at the door, he actually walks out of the platform ahead of the group, not addressing anyone, and just walks past the door as if he's going to a different one.
Okay.
Pretending that he is not part of the group, pretending that he's not even paying attention to the Twi'lek that is by the door. If there is an area where he can turn around a corner, he will. And he basically will just keep that distance and just basically keep an ear and an eye on the situation.
Gotcha. So the way this apartment facility is structured, it's a dome facility. Each level houses a ring of apartments, and so you get off the turbo lift or the lift and to your level, and you make your way towards your apartment. Seeing the Twi'lek there, you continue past and go around the bend until you break direct line of sight with the Twi'lek at your apartment door.
But how does Chav know you're being sneaky and not just absent-minded?
I mean, at this point, the question is, considering the fact that we just got and there is a stranger at the door, knowing what the behaviors of Oho seeing him walk past the door and not address this person, would you get a sense of what Oho is doing?
Counterpoint. While he's trying to figure out what you're doing, how obvious do you think Chav is thinking about what you're doing? I'm just sitting here going,
Not my mind, not my problem. That's what I say.
Drinking out of
Oho,
cups.
Oho is the definition of not my circus, not my monkeys.
All right.
I don't want to impede what you're doing, so Chav's gonna get it. And because Chav's not the one to be sneaky about things, he's just gonna, hey, you got another door that you can, find some refuge in that's maybe not mine?
Oh, I guess you're the escort I'm waiting for. Hi.
I haven't been an escort in quite a few years, actually. It's, wasn't really the business for me. And now I move freight. So how can I help you? Do you got something that you need moved?
I'm guessing it didn't pay well.
Not at the moment. Though you don't look too bad. I think you could take back up the escort business if you're thinking about it.
Oh, we got a flatterer, so you must want something. What's going on?
Oh,
They ship it.
how rude of me. My name's Ego. I'm
Well, that's ironic.
I get that a lot. I'm actually waiting to be let in to see a friend of mine. And if this is your door and the door I'm supposed to be waiting at, I'm guessing you're friends with them too. Does Dove ring a bell?
Got no friends named Dove.
That's a shame.
What
Well,
about this Dove person?
Well, I just flew in and I had some things to attend to, but Dove said I could come here and visit for a little while. We go way back.
Oh, you go way back. Like, how far? Talk about like grade school or like, I don't know, just like fill in the blanks.
Chav, by this point, you feel a hand on your shoulder. Chav,
I
stop
said
being-
I'm not an escort anymore.
Stop terrorizing my friend and let him in, please.
You want
Hello,
to
Ego.
perhaps relay a little bit more information? Maybe give a heads up that you're having somebody hang out outside.
I was on my way up. Why would I? What purpose would I need to inform you if I was possibly going to be here first?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody just hanging out on the doorstep while I have a blaster at my hip?
So do I.
Yeah, but you're not going to shoot your friend. I might.
You'd
I
have
would
to-
No
love to see
offense.
you try.
Don't tempt me.
As thrilling as this conversation is, can we go inside, please?
I guess perhaps that is something that you have orchestrated. Tired of people telling me how my day's going to go, and Chev fights with the lock and unlocks it.
Duff walks over to Ego's side, and as you open the door, she follows Ego in. Oho, are you making yourself known now? Still hanging out? Still hiding out in the shadows?
Oho is actually gonna do a reconnaissance after that. Like after everybody goes inside, he's just going to, as his stealthy self, he's just gonna stay out and he's going to just like do a quick checkup of like the floor, and if there's just in case there's like any quote unquote reinforcements with this individual.
Gotcha. Let's do a quick, easy perception.
Perception.
I'll make it a simple.
While the roll is happening, I will just say if Dove asks where Ojo is, Chav's response will be doing Ojo things
I think Dove
and
would
go
probably
no
get
further.
this- I think Dove would probably get the same sense. Like, yeah, he's doing his own thing. Yep, you succeed with advantage. Okay. Ooh. So you do your lap around your level, spotting no suspicious characters. You see a couple kids run through the corridor and rush into their apartment, the apartment where their parents is like ushering them in, seemingly frustrated. The janitor working his routes on this level passes by you, and nothing seems to be out of the ordinary at the moment.
Noted.
Yes. Where'd you go? There you are.
I have returned.
What the have you? The rest of you.
Yeah, I'll probably join the group after that. Like, if I feel like the area is secure for now, I'll just follow in, and then I'll find myself being a body by the door.
Gotcha. You're gonna stealthily enter.
Sure, why not?
Let's do a let's do a average stealth check. Ooh. You
Guess not.
failed a stealth check?
It's over. Cloud City implodes.
How do you fail a stealth check? That's
Well, to be
insane.
fair, it is the front door, so
That's true. I know. Yeah, you try to be quiet, but the mechanical whoosh of the door slamming open draws the attention of everybody inside the apartment. They look over to spot the trailing Oho seemingly doing his rounds, being the perceptive one of the group, and enters and waits expectantly by the door. So where's Rawl?
Raul's a little indisposed, making sure that we're going to be able to actually do what we need to do tomorrow to get into the auction. So, yeah, he's a little indisposed.
I was going to help him, but there was some programming issues with the personality to download it on my droid, so I had to go fix that real quick. And you guys
Did you
told
get
me
one
that
for
we were
yourself?
meeting. So funny, Chav.
I didn't. What? No.
So
Tarzan, I think you're the only one who actually picked up on that too.
it's about 2:30. Did you guys want to discuss anything with the crew beforehand? I know you brought up wanting to check out the footage of
not with a
interaction-
stranger in there. No, I won't.
Stranger danger.
So we're just gonna wait it out for Arend.
I think so.
Chav will be testing out different cool ways to put on his top hat in social situations, like trying to flip it and put it on, trying to do the role, failing the entire time.
Let's get a cool check from you. Average.
Hope. the answer.
Tama would just be watching, completely entertained.
He's not doing it in front of Palma or for
Not in
sure.
front of ego. Aw.
He doesn't want to give his escort look to the new party member.
No successes.
No,
Exactly as I planned. No successes.
no blue steel, nothing. You go into the refresher and you practice a couple little flare moves, and
The threat is that he thinks he's doing good.
God.
To anyone that would be observing that had like X-ray vision of some sort, yeah, you see Chav in the mirror in front of doing these little hat flips and pulling some Willy Wonka maneuvers, and he's like doing the dad head bop. Like, yeah, that's a cool guy right there.
Yeah, but he's not.
God.
He's not. Somebody without a single rank in cool and only one ability die is not cool.
Give himself the finger guns in the mirror.
Yeah. Say hello to your mother.
You go and Dove do a little catching up off to the side. So you go. How would you? Well, actually, I would want Theo here to describe how catching up would look like between the two of you as well. So we'll hold off on that for now. But you guys have some history together previously.
Yes. It's very cat and dog.
Yeah.
Is how the relationship is.
History.
Yeah, there's a little.
Not in that way. It's really not.
You guys
It's
get
really not. Trust me.
You guys get a sense of familiarity between Dove and Ego, and as time ticks by, there's the anticipation of awaiting our end starts to build up, and impatience starts to set in a little bit. But while that's tension's building, I think now would be a great time for a quick 5-minute intermission to get ourselves resituated, and we'll be back with more Star Wars the role-playing game. We'll see you soon. Be right back, guys. Hello and welcome back to our episode of Star Wars, the role-playing game Edge of the Empire, Jewel of Yavin, Episode 1, Chapter 8. A lot of words, I know. This is all brought to you by 2B Dice Adventures, a group of various formats of entertainment for your consumption. I do cosplay content, as well as some like basic level D&D coverage. Oho, you may be, or Victor, you may be familiar with as the Story Weaver on TikTok, or Cuerdo, his most infamous character on TikTok. Taylor, incredibly skilled makeup artist and cosplayer as well. Rawl, or Oz, another very talented cosplayer. Matt, we're still trying to get into cosplay. He does some D&D. I can make it D&D content in regards to like movies and films and whatnot. And then Ren, also a very talented cosplayer. We plenty of talented people in this cast and crew. Dioval cosplay also very talented cosplayer. I mean, we all met through TikTok, and it was a tightly knit community that we formed, and it's been a blast putting together content in the form of TTRPGs for your consumption. That being said, we have various other forms of entertainment that we provide as well. That being the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diego on Wednesdays at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time and other standard times.
You got the name right.
Yeah, buddy.
Almost Diego, not Diego. It's not Go Diego Go.
Maybe. That's every
Damn
Wednesday.
it.
Thursdays we have Tales of Varden. And then bi-weekly for a limited time, we have Frontiers of Eberron going on until March. So don't miss those episodes because it'll be coming to an end soon. And then Star Wars, the role-playing game, every Tuesday. You can check out all our past broadcasts on YouTube and at the same name, 2B Dice Adventures. Easy, quick find. Please subscribe, like, and comment on all of our past broadcasts. It helps get our content out there for other people to consume. Please follow each and every member here in my cast today on their TikToks and Instagrams and all the other sorts. Let's get these people the recognition that they deserve. And other announcements that we may have today. You looking good? We Gucci? We Dolce and Gabbana?
I don't know. I think KJ wanted to do a one shot at some point, but I don't know. We'll see.
That's in the
Well,
works.
now it's been set on the internet, so it has to happen.
Yep. KJ, you now have to
It's-
produce a one shot for 2B Dice.
It's
This is
going to be brought into existence.
Yep.
We love
And I will
you.
now make an announcement video on TikTok that KJ will be making a one shot, so it is canon. It will be canon.
Gotta be set in stone.
Again, please follow us on all social media platforms. We appreciate and love your support. And now that we're here, let's go ahead and get back to the action, shall we? Rawl, you've been hard work at it, at working on the vehicle, getting the paint, the original paint removed, and you started working on the base coating of primer, getting that set in place. And soon to be, once that paint finished drying, you got that dark void black to start putting on as a base layer. Back in the union apartment, there's a level of tension as there's another new member in that has joined the crew of Core Atlas, one of which is already on questionable terms with you, as they seem to be working for the agency that has kind of blackmailed you into working for them. The other, a complete anomaly to you all, as there's no previous interaction with this person whatsoever, aside from the fact that they have history with Dove, and it seems very very curious how they interact with each other. Time passes by, and the anxiety is slowly starting to build as you wait for the arrival of Aaron. Just when you think you can't wait another minute, you hear the hollow terminal on the wall chirp, and a display of Aaron and his daughter Aris appear on the hollow screen.
Chev quickly hides the top hat like it's something that he's not supposed to have from his parents.
Talma just remains seated as she's just quietly cleaning her weapons at this point.
Those of you that look over at the hollow terminal, they appear to be standing outside the door. Aaron doesn't say a word; he's just waiting.
I think Oho is going to walk toward Ego, and they're just going to stand right in front of him with his usual, like, and just stared into their eyes.
Oh, hi.
No kid.
And then he just speaking to Dove while still holding Gaze, like, so what do they want and what are they doing here?
I don't know. Ego, what do you want and what are you doing here?
You know, that's a lovely question that you asked me, Dove. And I would love to get into it so much. I have a whole story to tell you about that Trandoshan that I met.
Great. We can actually tell that story after our guests have left. You can wait outside.
Damn.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Rude.
Ego. But this meeting is kind of important. I didn't realize that we had a meeting in place until after I told you to meet me here. If you wouldn't mind, could you...
Oh no, far be it from me to interrupt. I didn't know there was something so important and private happening. I didn't mean to step on any toes, sir.
Dia in the comments.
I was really expecting Ego to just be like, "Oh, thank you for asking me to leave, sir," and then like cape sweep and leave.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna cause a scene. He's gonna do his ask.
But you would be right if you did. I'll say, since that spot went down, not to keep Aaron waiting, as Ego is going to leave. Chev has his hand on the door and holds it open for them to leave, and also for Aaron and Aris to enter.
Aaron watches as Ego makes their way out to the apartment. Has a concerned expression on his face.
As I pass by this person, because I'm guessing I have to pass by them for them to come in.
Yes.
Engaged is a distance measurement, right?
Engaged, yes, that's up close and personal, in the face kind of engagement.
Okay. So, assuming I'm passing very close to the face of this person, can I sense their emotional state?
Arend?
Yes. I have to spend the black and white thing is a force die, or do I have to roll something? I don't know.
Not the black and white one, just the white force die.
Okay.
It's right next to the green and yellow one.
Okay. Because it says I have to spend something to sense the current emotional state of one living target with whom I am engaged. This is using my.
I'm also going to need
Mhm.
a hard perception check.
A hard perception. So I do that first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that for now.
Perception. Okay. So, wait. I have something about perception. Wait, I'm remembering. I wrote this down. When you write everything down that day,
The numbers, ego. What do they mean?
I add a boost to all perception checks because of uncanny senses.
Ooh.
Nice.
Smash.
So I
So
See.
a boost die is going to be the blue
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, I'm learning. I get it. Okay. So rolling. One success, two advantages. I don't know what any of this means.
You will.
One failure, 4 threats, so you can't.
Oh.
Didn't mean to roll it with Arn, but that's still the situation. So, okay. And now, so that okay, you don't notice anything, but let's go ahead and roll a. So you're trying to get a feel of Arn, correct?
Yes.
This is a vigilance roll we're going to be doing.
Suffice to say, Oho is like tracking Ego with his eyes, like just like a predator on prey.
Yeah.
So vigilance.
Yeah, you're going to be rolling a vigilance.
I add
Do
a vigilance check.
Oh boy, look at you. I'm going to do a hard difficulty with an upgrade from a force die to a challenge. You're going to have to beat 3 failures, 2 threats.
God damn. God damn.
I don't know if that's possible.
These NPCs are playing hard to get today.
So I have 2 die and then a boost, and then I add the force die.
So go to your the character tab or drop table. Scroll down to cool or not cool. Vigilance.
Vigilance, yeah. So I got 2, and then I add a boost die.
Yeah, if you have an ability that allows you to add a boost die to it, go ahead and add the boost die, and then roll the check.
Okay, so not the force die. Okay, fine.
If it's is there a? Let me see your skills real quick. Convincing demeanor and.
Yeah, so if you scroll down to sense basic power.
User may spend a force die to sense all living beings within a short range. User may spend force die to sense current emotional state of one living being target with whom he is engaged. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see what he's feeling.
Okay, so it's the light side, dark side token that you get to spend. Okay.
That's what that is. Okay, great.
Okay, hold on. Let's make sure that's right. And let me go to the Force Users section of the core rule book that we have here, thanks to Ren. And we're going to go to the sense basic power ability here.
You ever try to learn a game in 3 hours? 'Cause I should.
Did you use the force sensitive exile?
Yes.
Uncanny senses, sense basic power. Oh, it's a ability. That's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Force power sense. There we go. You may spend a token to sense. Yeah, the light side, dark side token. Okay. The user may spend 1 force point to sense the current emotional state of one living target within whom he is engaged. Force point. Force point.
Yeah, I have
force
one.
You have force
One.
point. Where?
I didn't know where to put it on the sheet, but when you take exile, you get one.
Oh, so okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so yeah, okay, we'll have to figure that. I'll have to hash that out sometime later. But yeah, go ahead and cash in the light side token. Use that ability, and you don't even need to check at that point because that's built the force ability. So okay, cool. All right. Well, what emotions or what kind of information are you trying to pull from this?
So you said as he passed that he looked concerned. So I'm just trying to see if
Why he's
he's concerned. Yeah.
Okay. You get a sense that
Like, is he concerned about the meeting or is it something deeper?
he's concerned about you and why you're coming out of an apartment that is supposed to be a secret.
We can just explain that Chav used to be an escort. It'll be fine.
He doesn't say anything to you. He just he watches you leave the apartment and go up, break off your own way.
Mhm.
After looking you over for a minute, he finally looks at Chav and then enters the apartment.
Chav politely closes the door behind him.
All right. Chav or Aris and Aaron go to the the table in the common area where the two of them will sit side by side, just looking at the rest of you. Shall we discuss
Tama
this?
will look up from her weapons and she'll put them down to pay attention.
Well, I came here to check in on the current progress of your investigations. Well, what have you been up to? Anyone?
Please don't let Chav take point on
Tama,
this.
Tama is going to take the notes that she has been taking about what she's taken in about the party, and she is simply just going to hand them over.
What is this? He begins to flip through the book.
And it will probably contain, like, aside from the sketches, it will contain just things that have been done throughout the day and what she acknowledged the party doing throughout the day and what all has been done to mainly go towards their current goal currently.
And you are dictating these notes?
I'm what?
You are dictating, you are speaking, saying these notes? It's not a dirty joke. An actual word.
Look, I like when it comes to like potato penises, I get it, okay? But but no, Tama would she isn't going to disclose pretty much what she has seen at the party. She's going to allow this individual to at least just know what's going on and what they have been doing. Whether they want him to know that kind of shit or not.
You are telling them vocally, though?
She's not gonna say a damn word. She's pretty much just handing these notes over.
Okay.
You've spent the majority of your time shopping. You've done a little reconnaissance on the targets in place, but you've managed to make contact with, I believe that's Fai. Is that right? You've contacted Fai from the images that this individual has drawn. He looks recognizable. I've seen it before.
Sure. I don't think that I've seen the images that this individual has drawn. I don't think that she was invited to. But either way, yes, we have been busy investigating things, shopping for.
Oho is just gonna interrupt.
need.
Oho is gonna interrupt and be like, if you already have someone that is taking notes on all of us, then why do you need us to tell you anything?
Who is taking notes on who?
Tama
She
was
just asked.
taking notes on them.
He just gestures to whatever is in his hand, like the notes that are in his hand that clearly speak about things that they did that Oho knows he was only with Chav.
Above the table, I don't think that Talma took these notes for Aris. I believe that Talma took them for Kilbull.
Yeah. That was the situation. But yeah, he would be like, I had no hand in acquiring illustrations of your business.
What do you know about Secrafol?
A representative of a mining company. No one noteworthy, in my opinion. Why?
Just trying to
What do
gain
you
more
know?
information on them.
They seem to be a representative of a fairly powerful mining company. I've never heard of them prior to this auction, but they've been growing in reputation as of late. Nothing out of the ordinary stands out to me in regards to Zekraful's attendance to the auction, aside from the fact that they're a mining company trying to purchase an illegal gem.
I don't know if it's just me, but like your volume is kind of coming across very low for me.
Too low?
Music
Uno
is low.
momento. Is it the music? Okay. 1 second. There we go. Input slightly higher. There we go. Better?
Yes.
Smash.
Um, Yeah, he basically said Zekra hasn't made any waves really to warrant any concern, aside from the fact that she represents a mining company that he's never heard of and has only recently grown in notoriety, or not notoriety, but their reputation's only been made known as of recently.
Are there any clients of this new mining company that could be explored to verify that they are indeed working as a mine?
Not that I know of. Not immediately. Information of that kind would take time to acquire. Time that you don't have. The race is tomorrow.
I believe the key to inflating the price of the jewel will be Vor's Tabrith.
He'll look over to Aris. She seems to be in agreement. He will be instrumental. He will be instrumental in inflating the price of the jewel at the auction, but he will not be. Boss has his limits. He won't. Unless I can get him inebriated enough to let those barriers down prior to the auction, he will reach a point that he won't bid it further.
From what we have gathered, it appears that you are his weakness. So, if we can have you somehow make him believe or persuade him that him gaining the jewel will somehow get him closer to you, we might be able to have Kaltho the Hutt be the other contender that will force Vorse to continue bidding.
I will say now, Vorse doesn't have nearly the assets, nearly the amount of assets available to him as someone like Kaltho the Hutt has. I can push him to extend his limits, but once it reaches a certain number, he will back out. I wouldn't bet entirely on Vorse to be the sole driving force behind inflation.
What's the number? Or your best estimate to it?
His liquid assets would probably put him at a limit of maybe 750,000 credits. Any more than that, he will have to. He can't liquidate any more than that after, and the time needed for the auction.
We know that Arn Shen used to own this gem.
No. Arn's only trying to steal this gem as a means to enact vengeance against Mars Grace. this is just an attempt to kick him or knock him down a peg or two, and then kick him while he's down again.
Do we know how much this gem has sold for in the past? Because we know that it's changed hands, but it hasn't been stolen, so it must have been bought or sold.
And if the party doesn't know, would Talma know of any of this information?
Above the table, you are in the party, Taylor. We're just...
I know. It's just Talma has accepted the fact that she is not welcome.
But you are.
How much investment has Alma done in rare gems and antiquities?
Like,
I will invested in that sector at all.
I will say Talma is like when it comes to the target, it does not matter if it's like the biggest monster or the biggest gem of any sort. If it is a large prize, she's going to go after it. So, but I'd say it probably wouldn't be as common as she would like be going after criminals, probably because like there's just more money in that. But I will say she maybe here and there probably has dealt with some high quality gems of sorts.
All right,
we're gonna leave this up instead of trying to figure out like who in the party might know, could we ask our and Shen? Or even ours?
I was last time.
What was the last bid?
Or like, is there an expected price? Sometimes auctions like will have a starting bid or to kind of kick things off, or
yeah, but this sort of thing doesn't sounds like something that's going to stay at the starting bid. And aren't we trying?
It's not at all, but
It won't.
Well, I mean, something as prestigious as the unstealable gem. The reason why I'm asking is because, like, to Chav, this doesn't sound like 750,000 credits.
Same.
So if this guy's like, if she's saying her husband has chump change, then we might have to pivot strategy here.
So, as far as you can recall, the jewel has been in the hands of at least 3 owners, and all of which have met ill ends. It has never been sold before.
Oh, so it's like a blood diamond.
Every owner has been killed or died mysteriously while in possession of the jewel.
So this is the first time the gem has been publicly sold or like auctioned? How did the jewel how did the jewel pass from one person to the other? Was it like the owner?
I mean, it may have not been like a heist deal, but in my mind, if you kill somebody and take this gem, you have stolen it. So if it's unstealable, I don't think that's how. Maybe they die. Did they bequeath it to somebody in their will?
Queef.
Well, its reputation of being unstealable is because of the fact that Mars Grayson has been in possession of this jewel for the last 10 years.
Oh, so it may have been more stealable in the with past owners.
Yeah. The last owners, the last time prior to Mars having the jewel, it was on a transport ship that had crashed and killed everybody on board, but the jewel miraculously survived the crash. As far as what it could possibly go for, I believe he said he didn't even know how much it could possibly go for prior. He just knows that it can be sold for quite a bit.
Do we have an idea of what the starting bid could be? Because if they're like, we're going to start the bid at 10,000 credits, like, that puts fucking Chev in the running right now at the start.
Same with Talma.
Well, I mean, Being
Here's
in
the
attendance
plan.
at the
Everybody
auction,
gives Palma credit.
in
Sure.
the attendance of the auction, you can still bid. You're not there just for show. You can still participate in the auction itself.
Yeah, probably. I mean, but the end goal of me asking these questions is to figure out if like
Where it's going to start.
if she's correct saying like his top bid is going to be 750K, and they're like, we're going to start the bid at 500,000. Like, that's not a lot of wiggle room for this to be our patsy.
I believe
Well, who's to say
that
we need to figure out the money when we're shown the gem? Like, could just win the auction, then swipe it whenever they go for
Well,
the
that's the plan.
exchange.
That's the plan, but the plan, well, you know, like we're planning on stealing the crystal. We're also planning on hijacking the exchange of funds. So we're going to steal this crystal twice.
right.
So the starting bid has not been disclosed to the public or to the bidders yet.
Okay. Okay, so here's the race is tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
And is around 3 p.m. right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
The meeting had just started, so I'd say probably 3:10, 3:20.
I realized that I have a couple of notes about two characters of this auction that I think are just notes that we gathered from someone else, but we didn't interact with them, which I think we might need to consider investigating, which is Mil Makir and Shreya Ordasa. Because according to the notes, Mil Makir is an obnoxious rich kid who hates the Twi'lek that we saw at the cantina that had the woe of love. That's the student. And Shreya and Mil used to be in a relationship, but Shreya didn't want to be a housewife. And that's why it didn't work out. So if Mil Makir of the group is the person who is rich kid, who is obnoxious, he may be the person that we might need to investigate and see if we can push any buttons to get them to bid.
This is true. We didn't act. We heard about him.
We heard about him and we heard about Shreya, but we didn't actually like visit them.
Investigate them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Oho is just gonna ask. There is a Mil Makir, rich kid, apparently was involved with another participant of the auction, Shreya Ordasa.
Mil Makir, I'm familiar. I will like to point out that he is no kid. He's a very, but he is a very pompous individual. I will give that to you.
What do you think? What do you know of his wealth?
He's the recipient of a fairly gracious inheritance, as far as I am made aware. He would be a great source of leverage against some of the other bidders, I would assume. And his relationship to Shreya Ordasa is fairly known to most. Maybe use that as some sort of motivation.
Just to make sure, I'm not sure anybody else read it, but Dia said in the chat, the rich kid is also the hut's biggest competition, as per his hired merc Dove spoke to. That's the rumor she fired up to make him more inclined to spend money bidding. So, if, like, at the moment, I believe that we're assuming Caltho is the wealthiest person at this auction. Because from what Chav understands, he's like top tier Hut cartel. So he got money. So
we do have that still also. the
Yeah.
conversation with him with the little footage.
Yeah, we still gotta talk to him, but the plan works. If that is the case, that he is the number one, then having him involved to set up the number two person, that's what makes this work. Because if he has the ability to, swing his big slug dick around and drive the price up to get the second person to actually win the gem, then we steal the gem, steal the funds, no harm, no foul against Caltho.
Right. So we can have the potential of bringing him on board to basically push the bid with the second person and sort of like give him that heads up of like, hey,
You stop
don't,
bidding at this point.
yeah, you want to be second.
Yeah.
Trust, like, that's like another, like this little video plus guess what? Plus guess what?
Yeah.
Because it's this little video plus we have this individual plus, by the way, you don't want another.
The end result that I love it so much.
Yeah.
Because the talk that we had was, we do this so whoever the patsy is, they end up paying for it. We steal the money, we steal the gem, we sell the gem to Caltho. But we can't tell Caltho we're stealing the
Correct.
transfer. We're just going to tell him that we're stealing the gem.
Correct. I mean, for all we know, we don't necessarily even need to. If we can get it to the point where we're just kind of being like, hey, we got this intel, and this is what we're doing to get in good graces with you.
Right.
So it's the individual that we've found that has this footage for you, and there's more where that came from. And also, by the way, there's this thing happening tomorrow with this thing.
So the reason why this works in getting him involved on it is because if we don't get him involved on it, there's a chance that he might stop bidding early because he's not that attached to it.
Right.
He's like, whatever, let them bid away. Whatever, I had my fun. But if he's involved in going, I could get this for whatever price, and all I have to do is come in second, now he has incentive to keep bidding.
Yeah. We need to just make sure that whatever we're going to offer him, though, is enticing enough that he's not going to fuck us over.
The crystal at price.
Yeah. We can basically tell him something like, whatever you make sure that you raise that price super high, and then we'll get it for you for like half.
I don't want to do that because now that's putting a price tag on it.
Sure.
So if just using arbitrary numbers, if it goes for 1 million credits, that means that he's giving us 500,000 credits. What if he doesn't want to spend 500,000 credits on this?
Sure.
So if he's aware of that, I think that we should get a flat price from him, whatever it ends up being, and just be like, you buy it from us for this pretty much immediately, so that we don't have hot merchandise on us. And whatever that flat price is that you're willing to pay, that's what it's going to be. You just got to keep bidding.
Yeah.
And then he has to intentionally come in second.
Talma will kind of take a moment, and she'll just kind of tilt her head, and she goes, honestly, I do know that men tend to listen when there's a knife in their back. If worse comes to worse, you can simply threaten him.
Threaten who?
The individual who we're trying to get to fucking bid on this shit.
Caltho? Okay, in character, if that's who you are referencing, Chad's gonna be like, no, we are not threatening Caltho the Hutt. All right, listen here, Toots. I don't know how long you've been in the circle of crime, but you don't fuck with Caltho the Hutt. All right,
you will be traveling with our.
You're fuck with whoever gives me my money, and that's how it goes.
Several members of this auction will be traveling with armed personnel at their side. Coercion of that sort would be highly frowned upon. By
Unfortunate.
frowned upon, I mean it will be met with force.
Jesus.
Talma kind of sits there for a moment, almost like she's speculating the challenge. And then she just kind of shrugs it off.
Tell me,
may-
like, but what kind of security?
Well, Tom was
I
wondering,
think-
she's like, can I take him?
I think you're onto something with the Milmacure angle.
Do
I
you
would
know where
use
we can
that
find
as-
him?
Is there a record of this inheritance? Because I mean, something that big, and if everybody knows about it, isn't there usually something in the tabloids that's like, oh, rich entrepreneur passes away, leaves $7 billion to fuck off nephew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how familiar you are with Chagrians, but it's a vast galaxy. We're not going to get the news of every systems inheritance. There's too many people with too much money out in the world, or in the vast galaxy. So you'll have to go digging on his home planet in order to find that out.
Do you know the name of Sacrifal's company?
Falls mining company is.
Sagrafal Inc.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. Where is? Go. She back here. That's why.
Tell me, Chewbacca, now when did you last take a shower time?
Never.
You can only imagine how much mane and tail it takes to fucking clean a Wookiee.
Where is your mining company's name? Uno momento, por favor. Outer Rim Exploratory Mining Company. Mining Corps.
Outer Rim.
Outer Rim Exploratory Mining Corps. So, as far as I know, relatively young company, or mining corps. Haven't heard anything about them previous to this auction. Might be some young upstarts with some decent funding.
Or
Well, we're also not
trying
in
to
the Outer
find-
Rim, but we're from the Outer Rim.
Or they may just be someone trying to find their way to the auction and conveniently created a mining company.
Possibility.
So, do we know where we could find Milmikir and Sreya Ardasa? I think we probably had a document where we.
Hmm. He's friends with he has a partnership with Torin Liz, the owner of the Negri's processing vein here on Cloud City.
The owner of what?
The owner of the Negri's processing vein.
Processing Bay?
Vein.
Oh.
Vane. You're looking to track down Milmakir. I would suggest starting with him, or maybe Freya Dasa. She, as far as I'm aware, is at the Big and Associates Art Museum right now investigating some of the art pieces.
The museum we were just at, or is that a different museum?
The museum you visited yesterday.
Well, that would have been convenient to know. Hey, I see you found Chav's cane. You should mail that to me before next session.
I mean,
In a top hat.
Only if you use it for cosplay and post it on TikTok, like all the other cool kids.
And paint yourself gold.
Smash!
All
You'll
attainable
be your
things.
little golden boy.
I'm at like 220 followers. Give me to 500 by next session, and I'll do it.
That's not how it works. You do the videos.
You know what?
get
You
the
know what?
followers.
Is that
No.
is that a challenge? Is that a
That's
challenge?
exactly what it is.
No. No.
Victor says no.
No.
Because in order to have you cosplay, I will take that on. Everybody go follow Matt so we can see him cosplay.
All right. Moment of decision. Always just going to turn to the group. I believe we may benefit from trying to obtain information and learn more about Milmikir and Trey Ardasa.
Well, I hope you have a plan in place for the bank that the auctions will be going through. You need to have this. You have a computer spike programmed with a encryption sample.
We're working on it, he says, looking toward Dove.
Now is the time for finalizing our plans. We're in the final leg of the preparation phase. Don't mess this up.
Doesn't seem like it's something that will make you lose much should we fail compared to us.
Any other questions for me before we conclude today's meeting? You will not see me again until after the auction.
All has nothing.
I will be honest. I was hoping to hear a little more preparation done by this point. But I will hold faith that you will pull this heist off.
What is it the kids say? Trust the process?
Good luck to you all. I'll be expecting great things from you. Should you fail, I'll expect to never hear from you again. Good luck. Long, dear. With that, Arend and Aris will stand up and begin making their way for the door.
Talma just flashes a signature smile and waves.
The two will exit the apartment. making for the turbo lift or the turbo lift. Ego, you're still outside, or did you tuck away?
Was there food in this level nearby?
No, this is an apartment structure. So it's a domed
I
apartment
mean, like,
structure.
outside the apartment, like on the
Oh.
level
Oh yeah, there's
nearby.
some local restaurants in the area that you can take a minute to hang out at and eat.
Yeah, I think he just comes back with like a cupcake or something.
I love him. I
Little
would die
pastry.
for him.
Yeah, so you pass. You step off of the turbo lift just as Aris and Arnd walk or step onto the lift. Again, orange flash gives you this quizzical look over. Still, you get a sense that he's still trying to figure out why you're here, but he doesn't dwell on it. The turbo lift lowers down to the floor,
As it's
ground
like
level.
closing, he turns around and is like,
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Ego, you've never seen Arnd before. Arnd is a Pantoran. Arnd and Aris are Pantorans. Very similarly in appearance, very similar in appearance to Chiss, but instead of bright red eyes, they have purple eyes and yellow tattoo markings across the facing. And Arend has ivory white hair slicked back. Aris has this purple hair, about shoulder length, earrings, very elegant gown on with a excuse me, with ring accessories, wrist bracelets, and whatnot. Very high scale fashion, and you guys are on the 50th level. Something that's not very common in this area. So they do kind of stand out amongst the crowd.
Smash.
Yeah. You you give them a little wave as Orange just looks at you concerned, and they lower to the ground level. And you make your way back to the apartment.
mhm. He gives us a little cursory knock.
Again, the hall terminal blinks on as you see the image of Ego standing at the door with a pastry in hand, seemingly in a joyous mood.
I bring a peace offering.
Dove, it seems your friend is here again. With cakes?
Yes. Let them in, please.
So I'll
And
stand up and open the door.
while that's going on, let's flash back on over to Rawl. Rawl, you have finished the base coating at this time, or the base coating had just gotten laid. You got some time to kill before it's ready for its second coating. You want to do anything besides hanging out in a fucking vehicle bay all by yourself this whole time?
Rawl's right at home. I mean, this is what he was probably gonna.
He's
do
in his
back
zone.
shit. He's probably got like a little Walkman thing going. He's just bopping
Just
away.
jamming out.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we got something that fits the tune for you. No, that's too battly.
Oh.
We need
It's giving Jinx in the
upbeat.
garage vibes.
We need something that
Forging the
Rawl
Death
can bounce to vibe to.
I don't think we
Let's see.
have anything like that in the library.
Mm. No.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Carnival? That's creepy. I don't like it. But yeah, no, you're jamming out in the vehicle bay to the Star Wars idea of what a punk rock band would be. Um, any other do you want to fuck with the piece of tech that you had pulled out of the cloud car earlier, or do you maybe learn something more about it, or
um, he's gonna spend the last 30 minutes, um, putting finishing touches with the gold paint first.
Mhm.
He's gonna put the maroon red seat cover over the chair, and he's gonna paint the floor
easy?
black too, and then paint a star on the floor.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's making it rizzed up. Then yeah,
Mario
he will fuck with that little component thing.
All right,
See what it is.
I'm gonna give you an easy mechanics check it because we're gonna be taking it apart easily. Nothing like you're not gonna be breaking it or anything like that. You're just taking it apart, seeing the base components to see if you can identify what this piece of tech is.
All right.
So go ahead and give me an easy. Easy's one. Easy mechanics check to disassemble it.
2 successes, 1 advantage.
Nice, you beat the check. Good. Yeah, you pull it apart, and there's a bunch of there's a heart. There's a solid state hard drive in there. Um, and you find what seems to be some sort of geological tracker that's been deactivated. Something that's more common. The the way that this tech looks, it looks to be like government standard issue. Like this belongs to law enforcement of sorts.
The plug that's on the end of this thing. Am I able to plug that into my data port? My scanner?
Your data pad scanner. Yeah, I'll give you. You have an adapter on hand that you can use to run diagnostics with. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not computer savvy at all. But I'm gonna put it back together into a way that I can easily switch it on to start tracking.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. No need to do a mechanics check. You already took it apart. You'll be able to put it back together. No problem.
And then I guess since I'm done, he's gonna get on the horn with Chav.
All right, Chad.
Captain.
get a-
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
You've reached the captain.
Great Sovereign. Hello. Yes, your chariot awaits.
Yeah, wonderful. We'll come down, take a look, see. Maybe take her out for a spin.
They got heavy security here, but I think we could make something happen.
Yeah, we'll see what's up.
What am I using last? Well,
Um,
Are you guys coming
Oh,
down now,
strange.
or should I come meet you guys?
I think I will come down. I think that we got a couple. Hey, Joe, we got a couple things that we got to look in on other places, right?
Yes. We
All
need
right.
to make sure that we have the data spike for the bank. We still haven't reached the splicer, which I thought was something Dove and Raw were potentially going to do before. And now we have a couple of people we need to visit as well.
Ego, you know a guy. As you hear the discussion of of computer spikes.
You know, if you're needing someone, I can probably help you out.
Chav's going to take a second, lean into the communicator with Rollins. Hold, please. Click it off. Just be like, sorry, what?
For this thing that you're doing, you need some kind of splicer?
Before you
It's
say
like-
anything else, he turns to Dove. Their share comes out of yours.
That's fair.
I don't think that we
Continue.
really need to be paying somebody who owes me 60,000 credits.
What's it going to cost us, Ego?
It depends on availability. The guy that I know, like, how long would it take to, like, get them situated? And how much does that really run?
You've used this person before on previous. Remind me again what kind of work you do normally.
I'm smuggler. If you need it, I can get it.
All right.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
So, you've had to go to this guy to help falsify manifests to make things appear on paper or data pads as legitimate as possible. A nice fellow by the name of Naboka, and he's on he's on 2 levels down from where you guys are at currently, just hanging out at a local dive bar, just hanging out. It's normally where he goes to find work.
Here's the thing. On my end, it won't cost you a lot, because maybe there's something you can help me out with in return. He's not far, actually. I can have a chat if you want. He can present himself if you deem him acceptable. We can work it out. Is that fair? I don't know, y'all seemed kind of tight-lipped before. I'm just making sure.
Toma laughs.
Oho is just going to turn to Dove.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it on a player who's not fully
Yeah.
here, but Chav would also look at Dove
Thematically
and be like,
speaking, yeah.
Well, Dove just nods. He's trustworthy enough.
all right, it's your boy. Let's Go have your chat then. What was the name again?
Mine, it's Ego.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I won't forget that again.
Captain.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to leave you on hold there.
Christ.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, no, I heard all of that.
What the? Oh, that's the wrong button. There was just like hold music playing like over all of this, but like you could still hear everything.
Typical elevator music. Ding, 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 ding.
Not loud enough to obstruct the voices, but loud enough to be there.
I really don't care about this homeless shelter you seem to be running here, but
Damn.
are you coming down or not?
Yeah, I'll be on my way down.
Sir DM question. The hangar bay where Rawl currently is it perchance close to either one of the people that we are looking to explore, Mil Mikir or this Torin Liz person, or Shreya or Daza?
Torin lit. Torin who?
Torin, the owner of the Negris processing vein, like the partnership, the
Oh.
guy who has a partnership with Mil
Yeah,
Mikir.
yeah. That's not. Wasn't Torin lit? Was it Torin lit? What I said?
That's what I wrote.
I wrote that, so you must have said it.
Did I? Did I? All right. What did I say? Bill McHugh. Chorin Les. CHORAN LES. Chorin Les. The processing vein is down in the industrial levels. Lower. Rawl is in the Plaza District. That's cloud side or sky side.
Mhm.
Top level. Complete opposite direction.
Okay.
Splitting the party again.
I mean,
Don't worry, guys. This
What
game is
time
notorious
is
for
it?
splitting the party.
it's just the logical fucking process. Especially
You have a
for
lot
each-
of ground to cover,
We
so
need
yeah,
to
it makes
divide and
sense.
conquer. We literally need 3 groups. We need the group
Yeah.
that's going
What
to have the
time is it?
conversation to get the bank situation. We need the group to go to the vein to talk to try to contact Mil Bakir, and we need someone to go back to the museum to potentially like address Shreyar Daza
Jeez.
or see if they can learn something from them. Ideally.
So what we actually
so
need to
much.
do is Ojo needs to stealth into the museum to actually do all that super reconnaissance stuff with that super stealth that he has. I need to roll a new character who's a slicer, so we don't have to fuck with anything else. And then we're gonna say Oz makes another character that
Oz-
is
Oz, you're gonna
a,
make
that is
Mil
a
Mikir.
face,
Oz is
and
gonna make
talks
Mil
to
Mikir.
What about it? Here we go.
because none of us are good at talking to people.
Okay, Oz is gonna roll a new character called Mil Mikir.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna play these people.
Yeah, Chav, you're gonna do Shreyar Dasa.
Yeah, perfect. Like,
Yeah.
and they just
Yeah, perfect.
Solid plan. I love
Solid
this.
plan. I think we won the game already.
yeah, exactly. Tarzan, just send those stat blocks over to us, so we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
All right. So what's the plan? We're splitting up.
we have to.
We have to.
Unfortunately,
Going where?
this city is way too big for just the party to all travel together at all times.
It also
Whatever
makes no
split
sense.
the party is like a suggestion, right?
It just doesn't make sense anyway, technically speaking. Like, you're kidding me? Like 5-6 people just walking around Cloud City with like questionable attires and looks, just going from place to place, talking to random people. Like,
Yeah, we totally
that-
look like
yeah,
just
like sure,
hipster
that is totally gonna be for
featuring
like,
Chav.
not suspicious whatsoever.
It's still a party. It's just like a bachelorette party. Everyone loses their shoes and gets lost.
It's a party, but like silent disco party. You know, like everybody has their own headphones, like dancing their own thing. That's kind of like the same. We're like in the same party, but we have different tunes playing in the headphones. So we're
It's a party, and Chav got an invite by mistake.
Him and his top hat.
Did we get any information about where Sycoraphol might be?
No. No.
Okay. 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 Oho is gonna turn to Talma.
Oh, Tom's gonna just raise a brow and look at Oho.
And he's just going to very matter-of-factly go, you seem to be good at taking notes and holding smiles. Perhaps you could
you
help with a visit. Unfortunately, a visit to the museum might be something that you could prove yourself useful with if you're up to the task.
Well, it is what I'm here for. It's to be useful, so allow me to put myself in a situation to where I might do so.
Good.
Been rather bored here watching you guys lately. Anyways, it's nice to finally do something.
You're looking for a Togruta by the name of Shreya or Dasa. If we have any sort of like visual confirmation documentation, I will probably relay that to Talma.
It's an easy find.
Can you put the name in the chat, please?
Yes. I mean, I probably wrote what I heard phonetically, so if it's not the proper spelling, Tarzan, let me know.
Yep.
Thank you.
What else we may not
Smash.
He continues by just saying, it appears that she was a love interest of another member of the auction called Mil Mikir, who wanted her to leave her career for the sake of them being together. She did not want to abandon her career, so it seems as the relationship did not continue. We do not know what the state of affairs between the two is right now, but anything that we can learn from her may be useful in regards of Mil Mikir, the individual that we will be tracking while you are visiting the museum.
It's a tragedy.
Okay, and just above table, this guy is the guy who runs the whole auction and race thing, correct?
No.
No?
The Mil Mikir individual is a rich individual who, it seems, became rich from an inheritance. He also seemingly was the professor of a Twi'lek by the name of Pos Badura, who seemingly showed romantic interest toward Sharia or Dasa. He's a student and he is here.
Who's the professor again? Sorry.
Mil Mikir.
Milikir.
Oh, Milikir is the professor. Okay, sorry about that. My brain is not wanting to do its thing today.
It's been a day.
All right, so Mil Mikir had a thing for this Shreya or Dessa bitch. Okay, got it.
Why she gotta be a bitch?
These bitch right
Because in Cloud City, we all be bitches.
Is she a bitch, Tarzan? Is she?
Oh, you haven't met her yet.
That sounds like a yes.
Roll for
That sounds
insight.
like I'm sending the worst and best person for this then.
And we are trying to
Did you-
get this guy to bid up.
All I need you to do is to get a sense of what this Ray Ordasa may be doing in preparation for the auction, and discreetly try to pry about their connection to Milmikir. It appears as though their relationship, it is not something that has been publicly known. So we do not want to risk giving away leverage that we may use at a later time.
Well, if there is one thing I do know is women love gossip. I'm sure there shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Stay in comms, gather the information, and when you have it, reach out back and relay it, as we may be using it immediately.
You have my word, Mr. Oho.
It's not something that is worth much to me so far.
Ooh.
Oh, darling, just you wait.
I am waiting.
Spice. Spice.
Well, you seem like a patient person, so I'll take my time.
I'm fucking loving this.
Okay, so Tom is going to be going to Shreya. Matt needs to go look at his pimp car. Dove and Ego technically would be the ones going to find the person to get the spike for the bank and the transaction. Which leaves, I guess, Oho to go to the Negris processing vein.
Okay.
So it appears that that is the course of action. Talma to the museum to get information from Shreya. Chav going to Raul to look into the fly card, and Ego and Dove looking for the contact for the spike, while Oho goes to find his Chor and Les and potentially make a connection with Milmikir.
Buddy. All right.
I feel like between now and 2026, we should be able to gather enough information to start this heist.
We're getting there. We're almost there. With that, you guys have your headings. The plan set in motion for this last and final day of reconnaissance before you embark on the next challenge before you. The Cloud Cars Grand Prix that takes place early tomorrow. Ego and Dove revisiting some past adventures with one another as they meet up with a potential contact for acquiring a computer spike. Chav excitedly approaching his decked out pimp ride just in time for his debut on the racetrack. Talma making her way downtown, walking fast, faces passing. She's not homebound. Oh, you have one more thread to tug on for all the pieces begin to start falling into place. this heist is becoming more and more seemingly plausible as everything starts to fit together. With that, the rest of this journey will be to be diced. Thank you to all of you that tuned in today. I have a lot of preparation to do for this upcoming series. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Tune in tomorrow at 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, around then, hopefully. Should everything go according to plan for the Dimensional Dial. Quick thank you to Ren for joining us today with their character Ego. Hopefully you can make more appearances. I'm loving this character already. The flirtatiousness of him.
I have
Flawless.
not yet begun to flirt. Wait,
Oh.
all of you.
I would die for
Smash.
Ego.
Again, catch us up at 2B Dice Adventures on all social media platforms. Check out our past VODs on YouTube, and we will see you guys around. Take care.